Here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's make sure we have the correct account. YouTube, are you in fact up and running? Oh, you know what? Hold on one sec. Can I send this? Okay. Just in case this is what y'all looking for. Realized I never sent it to the group. Oops. Anyway, there we go. I do believe I also have a link. Give me a second. Not this one. I have like a million tabs open right now, which is not good. I just want to put that out there. But it looks like we're good. Oh man, the live stream auto. Oh, there we go. Okay, it kicked back in. Perfect. I was like, woo, woo, because it's got the middle one going. But we are good to go on YouTube, which means it is time. Ooh, I don't think Nightbot's doing anything right now. So how about, let me just see. Can I roll some dice? You're going to let me. In the meantime, I'm going to boot up Twitch. Make sure that's all up and running. Give me a sec to boot up Twitch and make sure that that's okay. Hello, everybody. Let's see if Nightbot's here. Oh, Nightbot's here. Cool, 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 cool. Good, 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 good. On both ends. Oh, that was me. That was me! Perfect. I'm going to do this. Boom. Good to go. Everything's good to go now. I'm going to go live on... I'm going to set my status to live on Blue Sky as well. Boink. Ooh, I set it for a little too long, but whatever. What up, Dex? How are you today? Ooh, I have some important information for you and Ace and Awaz, but I will hit you all up with that information on the side. Yeah. Yeah. Technically also evil crossover, but I feel like he don't care. If that makes sense. He does not care. I set that to go live on Blue Sky to a little bit too long. That was on me, but I just like wanted to be safe. I set it to a 3-hour stream. I don't think we're doing a 3-hour stream today. I don't know if anybody else is coming either, so we'll see. Ooh, but you know what I do need to do? Oh, hold on. I got a better idea. I can give you guys this link if you want to follow along. Let me just go grab it real quick. Cool. I'm going to... Well, I'll give them the usual 15 minutes to show up and what have you. In the meantime, what I would like to show off is... I will switch the screens momentarily. Give me 1 second to figure out why I can't do that. Here we go. Okay. This one. Here we go. If you were not aware, if you're not a free member, there are 8 of you and you're all awesome. Dex, I know you're one of them, so thank you. If you're not a free member of the Patreon, you may not have noticed. I did make a post when the original ones were up, but I now have everything is up and running. So, okay, I will, oh, they automatically got put in here, so I don't have to put them there. Perfect. Thank you. I don't have to look at collections. Okay, so we finally went ahead and did it. Okay, you can now hire a member of DM Roundtable. Currently, it's just the inner circle. So myself, DM Shin, and DM Lacara. You can now hire us to help run games. Oh, perfect timing! Hi, DM Shin. Oh no! Wait. Hold on.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Have I been muted this whole time, Dex? I just looked at the icon and I was like, Discord says I'm not talking. Okay, good. I don't know what Discord
Go
was
ahead,
doing.
try.
I feel better. That makes me feel better. Uh, I, 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 I'm gonna make words one day. Um, I did not send you guys the text, but the inner circle has been helping me with the questionnaire portion of these posts. But they're all up. I finished them all, and I figured out a way to make them. Wow, Nightbot on Dex. You don't have to. Okay, well, this is semi-related to the things that we will be that I will be talking to you about very soon. Um,
Well,
Dex, please. uh, I'm going to be fixing up the list. Dude, that's so much. You're too good, okay? You're way too good. Ah! Um, I can't word now. But
this is what happens.
this is what happens. This is what happens every time. But people can now hire us, the DM Roundtable. Right now, it's just the inner circle. So myself, DM Shin, and DM Lacara will help you run your games. We'll help you build characters. We'll help you teach you the ropes if you don't know the ropes yet. We're here to help.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things that you can do and work with, and we're really here to help you find out what you can and cannot, and what you can and cannot do, and more importantly, the skill set you never knew you had. Because I promise you, all those random skills that you're like, I don't think that has any wrong.
It's true. There's so many things that people are like, oh, I don't know how that could be. There's so many ways to transfer skills to new things, okay? There's so many ways.
Like, I can I can tell you that I have slowly but surely become a spreadsheet wizard.
That's 100% true.
I almost want to show you the latest thing that I've built,
I see.
but I can't show you because I feel like if I show you, it's ahead of show and tell. But I
Ooh, you
want to
keeping
show.
it a surprise?
I don't want to, but I want to.
You want to hear us, don't you? I see how it is.
Yeah, but I'm gonna control myself because
All right, that's fair.
next week next week everyone will get to see it in action. I feel like actually if I show it, it's gonna be like, oh, can we use it? It's like, no, now is not the time.
You're right, Dex.
You'll see.
It's like every once in a while, I just saw I was watching Slimesicle. He played in a Call of Cthulhu game, and the the other two people that he was playing with, one of them is clearly like really, really like good at playing. I think Mio Mumbles or Milo Mumbles. I'm not 100% sure of anybody's screen name in there, but the girl was real like clearly knew her shit about TTRPGs, and she was just real good at playing. But Slimesicle is an idiot. Like that's his whole shtick. So him and his bro were just idiot characters, and they kept being like, "Can I do this for that? Can I help with this?" And the DM was always like, "What? How exactly would that help?" And I feel like there's a lot of that. Yeah, you can use your own stuff very wrong, but if you tell us about it in the right way, then maybe.
Yeah, there's always cool ways to utilize things on your sheet, and sometimes you just got to be the inventive one. Don't put it all on us because we have equal faith in you.
Aw, look at you. That's nice. Oh. So I have on my little notepad here announcements, and this is basically the announcement. All of the stuff that we intend to do right now is up. So we've got 0.5 sessions, digital and in person. Don't even attempt to request DM Lacara for in person. It's not going to happen. It'll never happen. But 0.5 sessions are like training wheel sessions. You give us an idea, like if you've never played a TTRPG before, or you've never played specifically 5e, Enclave, OSE, or Mothership before, we will help teach you how to play. We got a dog? Is that a dog or is that a tanuki? We got the good one emote. Dex, you're doing the Lord's work. You're doing the Lord's work. Oh my God, yes.
Shit.
Yes. Choo choo!
We've leveled up. We've leveled up, yeah.
I will gigantify this now. Give me 1 second. Where's it? Oh my God. What? No, I don't need you to open Power Director. Who told you to do that? Get out of here. Look what you have unlocked! The power of the good one.
Just been handed a bunch of them.
I love this. And then there's character creation bootcamp. Not only will we work with you to make your character, we'll also theory craft and other things. I will double check with you and DM Lacara if you think I missed anything in the questionnaire. But I think it's pretty good.
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's pretty solid.
All right. And then obviously one shots. I tried to keep the price in line with DM Lacara's stuff on Start Playing Games. So if she's running a one shot, it's $20 a person. So I tried to keep things in line with that. So Character Creation Bootcamp, there's the one that I was really having trouble with because it is more in depth and like a one-on-one session, but it's most likely not going to be as long as playing a training wheels or a one shot. So it's a little less. And the training wheel sessions are like not necessarily you playing as you normally would. So they're cheaper, if that makes sense. The in-person ones are all more expensive. And if you are on an iOS device, I strongly, highly, incredibly recommend not buying anything on Patreon on your iOS device because Apple made them inflate the price, and there's nothing we can do about it. So if you come into any of these, I'm going to see if I can open them in an incognito window so that they don't open as if I was logged in. So at the end of all of these posts, I've included something which is in fact, here we go, what I want to talk to you about later. So this is basically what the posts will look like. There's information up here, and then there's a questionnaire down there once you've made your purchase. However, this last paragraph here, I feel like is quite important, and it's what I wanted to talk to you about, Dex. I'll hit you and Awaz and Asup later. But every time you gift a subscription, this is going to go towards, you can cash them out as things here. So you and Awaz have like a budget, like whatever you want to play. You've got them.
Billions of points.
So many points. Oh, AOS, perfect timing. Yeah, you and Dex, whatever you want to do, we're here, okay? I also added a new perk to the alpha tiers, which were originally like you pick a game that I don't own, so I'll go out and buy it. But now there's also, you can get a one session of whatever the hell you want. I don't, do it. So I've got a spreadsheet going right now where we can see everybody's lists and what have you. And I'm keeping track of all these things. But let me switch back over to the regular window. I want to give a huge shout out, first of all, to Awaz and Dex and Fist for helping me figure out like if this was working or not. They're all my guinea
We love you.
pigs. You're
We love
all
you for that.
amazing. You're so cool. We made sure that they worked. So we've got training wheel sessions up there. We got character creation boot camps. We have one shots up there. And then I figured out you can make collections, which are basically a way to make discounts. And we figured if you want to do a character creation boot camp and then play a one shot with that character, you can for slightly reduced prices. You can't see it, but I'm waving wildly at the screen like, haha, it's here. We did it. It's here. It's here. But yes, also there's an alternative method. I actually talked to Grimbo about this as well, where he was like, whenever you do whatever the first thing is with Dex and AWAS, let me know and I'll gift you some subs, and then Fist can join too for whatever it is. And I was like, you're such a good friend. Like, nobody asked you to do that. You're such a good friend. But yeah, we're keeping an eye on all those things. We have so many things to play. I'm also, the one thing that I didn't know it would do is that it just puts your like profile picture up as the collection, which is dumb. But so
I don't like that.
at some point, I will be putting pictures up for those. I think when I run my game this weekend, I'm going to take a picture of the table and use that as like the one-shot physical picture or something like that. Maybe I'll take a picture of Discord running next time we're all together and use that as the digital picture and stuff. I didn't realize it was going to put a picture up for all of them, and it's your default picture. So those I have to work on. But the rest of the content there, everything's sort of good to go. But basically,
Fair.
AWAS, to catch you up, because this is very important to you as well. You and Dex, because you've gifted so much stuff. Did I close that tab? I probably did. There's an extra clause in here that says instead of paying the Patreon price, and again, I want to implore everybody, if you are on an iOS device, don't buy these here. I thought it was a flat percentage that Apple is making the price go up, but it is a percentage related to whatever your price is. So the more expensive something is on Patreon, the more extra money people on Apple have to pay, which is stupid. Because Apple's like, give me all your money. Give me your money. Give it to me. All of it. And that's dumb. Don't do that. So you can gift subs and other stuff. Yeah, don't do that. That's mean. People are already paying like arm and a leg for stuff that Android had 5 years ago on their iOS devices. You don't have to overcharge them again.
Back. Please save some money. We appreciate it. Please put some of your dollary dues back in your pocket.
Yeah. It's true. That's what they get for wanting iPhones. No shade here. Wink. Like Agatha? But I do not know. AWAS asked me before who else was coming. I don't actually know. So I think it's just going to be us.
Very possible.
Australian money is dollar dues. Exactly. I'm going to contact you two and Ace afterwards, because now we have a spreadsheet and we can see you guys have earned so much stuff. And now I have to update it too, which is fantastic. And also, even though like when you gift a sub or a membership, the service takes part of it. I'm going to count the whole purchase that you've made towards your monies, because you didn't have to do any of that and you did anyway, and that means a lot.
Hey, I accept.
Hell yeah. So today we're going to be taking a look at MonkeyDM's Elden Ring conversion to D&D, except it's not all of Elden Ring stuff. This is all about gravity anything gravity related. So we're gonna look at some spells. We're gonna look at some Ashes of War because he added Ashes of War to 5e. You're getting called out again, Shin. There's items. There's stat blocks. We got a whole bunch of stuff today.
Awaz, listen, it will be done. You gotta give me some time.
He's making other games.
I'm really in the midst. I promise, when you see what I have for next week's show and tell, you will understand why I don't have your artificer.
True. I will also say that if you are watching this stream on YouTube right now, I don't know how it's going to save this. YouTube added a new feature where it will automatically make a vertical video of the stream, and then the chats will be combined. So I don't know if it archives both the vertical stream and the horizontal stream. We'll have to find that out. I think I did this one before, and I don't think it's saved, but they did another update to it because I'm assuming it didn't work right the first time. So we will see. We will see.
Hey, first you don't succeed. Do it again.
Gotta try again, I guess. So, the first thing in here are gravity spells. For lore purposes, because I love telling this story. As you saw, General Radahn was on here. He basically invented gravity magic so that he could ride his sickly horse without putting any weight on it. And that's the greatest.
Not just sickly though. It doesn't help that he's also like 6,000 pounds with 8,000 pounds of armor and dual wielding meteorite forged blades.
Yeah. It is one of my favorite things in any lore ever. I just want to hang out with my horsey friend, okay? It is so stupidly funny. Oh, well, you may not get your Artificer class, but some of these do count as Artificer spells. Thank you, MonkeyDM. Would you like to take... Okay, so part of the reason why we're doing this particular compendium is because in DM Lacar's game, I was just given a boon by the goddess Lacara, and now I have gravity powers. And I was looking through the stuff here because DM Lacara was like, didn't you have a supplement that's all gravity stuff? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, well, why don't you look through it? And I was like, okay. And I sent her this, and I was like, but I can't cast most of these spells anyway. Like, my ranger is not high enough level. And DM Lacara goes, who said they were going to be spells? And I was like, huh? So part of the reason why we're looking at this supplement is so that my Horizon Walker Ranger can get even more powerful.
Well, I mean, you do have a collection of weapons in here.
It's true. It's very
and
true.
You're a ranger, so you have access to martial weapons?
Yeah.
Ashes of War being special skills on a weapon. Spell blades possibly being a thing. You never know how this could pop up.
Lamba Thunderdam will be back. Yo, okay. So I'm going to spoil y'all. But DM Lacara was like, why don't we just start making characters to use as pre-gens in the one-shots and the 0.5 sessions? And I was like, I already have a folder of just DM Roundtable characters, so let's make it bigger because we built our... Before we scared DM Bacon off with PvP, we built our empowered characters. They're ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. They do exist. I forgot, but you said it just now, and I'm like, he's not wrong. They do exist.
It's true. Okay, lore-wise, Dex, since you're new to the group, the very first thing we went over on DM Roundtable when we had, I think we had like 6 or 7 DMs at the beginning. there was a lot of
We had a
us.
lot of
There was a lot of us every.
We came in strong.
We came in so strong, but it took us it took us like 7 episodes to finish the first compendium. Yes, that's fantastic. I love that idea.
I
It took
agree.
it took us 7 episodes to finish the first compendium, and it was a homebrew class called the Empowered, which is basically superheroes.
We
And
had no. It was our very first episodes.
we didn't know how much we'd like to talk and how we'd get through things yet. There wasn't like a formula, so it took a while. And almost all of us had like pages and pages of notes, so it took a while. And we learned in like episode 3 or 4 that DM Bacon goes into a cold sweat when you bring up PvP in Dungeons and Dragons, and we did not know that.
Yeah, we learned that.
From then on,
We learned that.
he has not come back.
Yeah, we scared him in one move. Wasn't intentional.
It wasn't intentional. And we're not
Yeah.
saying you should be fighting your party, but sometimes
We
there's
did have
reasons
you
for
AWAS. This is PE pre AWAS.
it. Yeah,
This is before you graced us with your greatness.
it's true, 100%.
This is before the demi plane of sludge truly existed. This is before the round table as you know it was the round table. It's in the early days.
And granted,
Now
we weren't talking
now-
about like you have like one chaotic character in the party and they want to kill the other players. Because they were superheroes, we were like, what's the easiest way to get them all in a group? Oh, we do like a team battle, as if it was like My Hero Academia, where some people play the villains, some people play the heroes. It wasn't even like we're gonna kill the rest of the party. It was nobody has to die from this, just a training exercise. And DM Bacon was like, nah, that's not what this game is for.
He was like, I can't do this. And we haven't seen him since. So if you know we're DMV, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay, so Iron Fist Albert is in fact trying to learn how to build characters. So he made a character on Roll20, and he was trying to send me the character sheet, and we found out that you can't like send other people your sheets on Roll20 unless you export them as a PDF. But that's a pain in the butt. So I was like, hold on. Easiest way for me to be able to see your character as you like work on it, because he just like filled in all the boxes at random that he could, and he was like, I don't really know how this works, but I'm taking a look, and I was like, bro, that's amazing, this is fantastic, I love that you're so excited about this. And so I had to reopen my like the campaign that I used for my training wheel sessions in order to add him to it. And like the literal I didn't realize it sends people a notification when you relaunch a game. So the second I hit launch, DM Bacon was in there, and I was like, hello? Hello? And he just sent me back eyes. I was like, don't worry about it. This isn't for you right now. Don't worry about it. You could fry some bacon and he would show up. That boy does love bacon. But I think it's time we get into some gravity spells. Do you want to take the first one?
I think I will. As this is obviously Elden Ring inspired, and I built myself a gravity blade. It was one of my favorite builds.
Oh,
Strength and intelligence. You're gonna start off with some good old gravity well, because nothing says I control gravity like pulling someone to you with the sheer force of gravity. It is a single action first level evocation, castable by artificers, druids, rangers, sorcerers, and wizards, aka everybody but a warlock. Um, 60 feet with some normal verbal somatic components, and it is instantaneous, allowing you to fire a projectile of condensed gravitational force towards a creature within 60-foot range. That creature and you'll make a ranged spell attack. When you hit 2d4 8 force damage, and it's pulled 20 feet in a straight line towards you. Now, mind you, this doesn't say anything about collision damage, which is a real thing. You're moving this thing 20 feet towards you. But it also doesn't say that you can't pull it over something. So, 20 feet, right? What if I just pull you into a chasm?
Uh, okay, so with you on this, uh, I've been going through the Tome Mystical tattoos recently, and one of the tattoos goes on your legs, and it gives you like etherealness, but only for your legs. And it says in the spell description, you can now walk through objects that are only 3 feet tall. And I was like, what? Like, I get that that's where my legs are, but like, adjudicating that is going to be a pain in the ass.
Oh, yeah. But there's something else I just noticed about this gravity well spell. It doesn't say they make a save.
Nope. You straight up, get over here!
It doesn't restrict size of creature, anything.
That's also very true.
This straight up says if you hit, it's 20 feet pulled. That means anything is displaced 20 feet. That means you're fighting God. Hey, get over here. Gravity well.
For a first level spell, I think we might need
That's
to.
a little strong.
Yeah, we need to set some weight requirements.
Yeah.
2d8 force at first level though is pretty good though. And it just straight up pulls. I think we also need to write in something like, yo, if they hit a wall, like you're not pulling them through the wall. It's not happening.
Yeah.
Is it the whole, or can you specify body parts? I get if their body part is detachable, maybe. Slides them out. Yeah. If it's not typing, you can't pull a mountain 20 feet over on top of it. I am the king of the gods, and I say to the titans, under the mountain. I also feel like for a first level spell, that's pretty serious damage.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's strong. It's very strong, rules is written. It's gonna need a few tweaks. But hell yeah, I'm throwing people in the holes. I love being able to move other people around.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely for the sake of committing ranged violence.
Towards you
I'm not
specifically.
using this for anything good.
Yeah, it's not happening. And it doesn't say. Oh, it says specifically against a creature. So you're affecting a creature, like you're giving another creature like the effect of the blob, like he has his own gravitational pull. You're inverting that. You're giving them like an attraction to you. Whoop. Okay, I was gonna say, does it let you pull objects? Because honestly, if you have a lot of first level spell slots that you're not using, if they weren't gonna take damage, I would just. I mean, the 2d8 is gonna kill them. So most objects are gonna blow up after that. But I was gonna say, if you're lazy, you could just be like, pew, and pull it towards you.
You could.
I'm gonna be honest. I probably would anyway. There have been multiple. I have a homebrew spell that I think we went over on DM Roundtable a while back. My ranger, my Horizon Walker Ranger has it on in DM Lacara's campaign, where if I shoot something, I can teleport it 30 feet. And there have been so many times where it's come up in combat where one of the teammates is like they're two in the fray. We can't have that. And I'm like, well, I could shoot them and pull them back. And the rest of the group is always like, stop talking about shooting your teammates. And I'm like, but I can pull them back. It'll hurt, but I can pull them back.
I promise it won't kill him.
Probably.
Most likely.
Oh, don't worry.
Not
I got
good.
confused, Dex, because according to the YouTube preview from actual YouTube is so far behind that it like just started. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, why won't the screen change? I'm doing so many things and the screen won't change. Also, I made it a little bit smaller because the auto vertical stream, like nobody could read what was on the screen. So I apologize if it's a little bit smaller than normal, but now they can read it on the vertical stream. I also realized I forgot to send you guys in Twitch chat the link. Okay, so this is the PDF version. It's just the easiest one to read, but I can send everybody the link to the Reddit post, which links to the PDF version. So if you're on YouTube, you can follow along with us by dropping the description. I think you can even drop the description on the vertical stream. It's not dropping. It's like you have to hit the text to make it pop up. Sure. But you can follow along that way. If you're on Twitch, I just pinned this so you can follow along with us. Or grab this compendium for yourself. Okay. Our next spell is a second level evocation. It's for artificers, druids, rangers, sorcerers, and wizards. Again, everybody but warlocks. Ha ha. Casting time, 1 action, range of 90 feet. Components are verbal and somatic.
Are we just officially mean to them?
I think we are. I think this one we're just like, nah, none of them warlocks. Okay. I know it doesn't say there's a material, but with any spell that kind of functions like this, I like to put in the material or something. Like in my game, we use a homebrew spell called Earthen Disc. And basically it's you're pro-bending earth. You form like the discus, so you kick the ground, and you have to have some the material component is basically that you have to have some conduit between yourself and the ground. So like if you're riding a mount that is non-mechanical, technically you can still do it. But like here it says you pull 3 clumps of rocks from earth. I feel like you should put that in the material. Like you need earth to be able to do this.
You need some earth.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have any earth? Not doing this.
Not happening. You pull 3 clumps of rocks from the earth and send them flying towards a single creature you can see within range. Make a ranged spell attack for each clump. On a hit, the target takes 1d12 bludgeoning damage. This is fine. I'm just surprised that Monkey didn't put something in it to like simulate the stance breaking.
I think it's because stance breaking requires so many more mechanics.
That's probably true.
At best, knocking something prone is the most you could add to this. Like, it makes a strength save. On a fail, it gets knocked prone. That would be the equivalent of your stance break. You know what I mean?
Yes. They'd be very small, but yes. Well, technically they could be huge. Imagine the kidney stone from a giant.
I think a kidney stone would count because they would gain force and you just roll them through the dirt so they would gain dirt and just slam harder.
And like
watch the spell, if you watch how you cast the spell in Elden Ring, your character draws the rocks from the earth and kind of spins it around in a way before throwing it forward. So they kind of he's kind of gathering clumps to make big rocks.
And like applies like a little bit of English, like he's bowling or playing billiards.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Do you want to take the 3rd level spell?
Well, when you're, I've done this recently in Risk of Rain 2. Meteorite,
Good game.
3rd level conjuration. Still no warlocks because warlocks don't need base magic. You get, but if you decide that you want to concentrate up to 3 rounds in a range of 60 feet, and for a single action, you can summon a void above your head that emits a rain of small meteorites. Selecting a creature within range, it's to succeed on a dex save or take 66 bludgeoning damage. You can use an action on subsequent turns to keep the shower going, selecting a new target. So here's my thing. You just get to rain 66 bludgeoning damage on something for 3 rounds
And
by
it's just
standing still.
and it's just one guy? Interesting. I would think it would be like a dex save AoE, but this you just really hate this one guy.
Like this fucking guy here. You got problems, man. Like, what did that guy do? Nobody actively knows what this individual did. But they know that when it comes to you and him, it's on site.
I know what he did. I know what he did.
Fucking on site. It's just
He
on
he
site.
lived in a he lied about where he lived. That's what happened. Yep.
Oh, oh, that's it. Gotta be it. It's gotta be it. He has to have actually lived. He must have secretly lived with his girlfriend in a whole other section of the country, of the state, despite working clearly in a whole other part. We're not even gonna get into this one. I'm not gonna let you. You already baited me too far, and I hate you.
Good times. Good times.
Good times.
Yeah, he zigged when he should have zagged. Donk.
I did. I did.
Mm. I just realized not only is it just one person, but it's also a save or suck.
Mhm.
If you dodge this the first time, you better be damn sure I'm gonna swing 2 more times at you.
Oh, instantly. I'm sorry. Did you think you were safe?
Flavor wise, I just realized how cool like you can flavor this as your like, each different like the artificer has like a little tuning fork and they're holding it up and it's letting out the ping of like the astral plane as it's pulling these rocks out. And your druid is like there's like the basically the Konoha tornado around him, like he just did a senpu and there's just like leaves floating around them as this void is opened up. Like, oh, there's so much cool shit you can flavor this as too, because you have to stand still while you do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
You could be spinning a halberd over your head, just summoning these.
Oh my, yeah. Okay. I don't think it's. Is it in? Well, we'll get to that later. I was gonna say there. No, it's not in here. I was looking at something for one of the people in DM Bacon's bachelor party game, and there's like a twin blade, but it's not actually a twin blade. It's like 2 blades that you can stick together, and they have like the hearts of stars as the grippy part, and that is like one of the abilities from it. And I was like, that would fit in really well in Elden Ring too. You're 100% correct. Yeah. Oh yeah. All gravity stuff's purple. Perfect. Perfect. So the gravity spells go 1st level, 2nd level, 3rd level, 4th level, and then 7th level. So we're still in line now at 4th level. We got collapsing stars. This is artificer, druid, ranger, sorcerer, wizard. Again, fuck them warlocks. It's not
Yo,
like
we don't fuck with you and your pack magic.
it's not like most of their deities in air quotes live out in space. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Fuck that.
This is one action, range of 90 feet, but it's a 30-foot cone. Oh! You fire numerous gravitational projectiles towards a point that you can see within range. Each creature in a 30-foot cone originating from that point. I don't know too many spells that you can start somewhere else and make the cone. Usually the cone is from you. But each creature in a 30-foot cone originating from that point must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 48 force damage and be pulled 30 feet in a straight line towards you. Again, no save, no nothing. You're just like, well, that's okay. That's going to get clipped and put on the internet for another reason. But you're just battering them with bullets, like you're machine gunning them, and they just get sucked in. And is this again a save or suck? Yeah.
Save or suck.
Interesting.
All these are.
Interesting.
All these are save or suck.
That's a little weird, but okay. That pulled 30 feet in a straight line towards you, so you could like be running. I see what you did there.
Touche.
You could like be running away and pop the cone out like behind you into an angle and be like, and then just suck that guy up. And it doesn't say they get pulled in a straight line towards your originating point of the projectiles. It says they're getting pulled towards you. So technically, whatever angle you hit them at, they're getting sucked towards you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
So definitely, maybe you're on an Earth moat or something, and there's other Earth moats, or you're fighting other people. Just suck people into the holes.
Instantly.
It doesn't do a lot of none of the
them.
not none of these. Like they don't. This one doesn't do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
But
I was gonna say, excuse me.
The idea that for a 4th level, it's okay. It's not like terrible, but like the fact that
you
you're
gotta
pulling
think about
people
it like this.
30 feet.
It's the implication. The implication and the power scale of this, because it says you pull them in a straight line towards you. A straight line towards you implies however a straight line forms towards you, they get pulled. That could be straight up, straight down. We're assuming straight across, but that could be straight down, straight through something. You could have an enemy on a straight line path from you across like a flaming pit and literally yank somebody through lava. There's extra implications of damage to this spell. So I think there's more to it than meets the eye.
And it doesn't specifically say the speed at which you're going, so I'm gonna assume falling damage is gonna take effect too. I'm putting falling in air quotes because maybe you're just pulling someone into a brick wall. Thump. But if they're real fat, maybe they just Kool-Aid Man through, and you're like, ah, on the other side of the wall. So I feel like there needs to be a little bit more wording going on for adjudication to really take place, but not bad. None of these are terrible. The reverse, yep. Everyone in your party is a gravity wizard or sorcerer, and they just keep pulling people. You just pull them all the way across the battlefield. They're trying to run away. You're like, No,
you have to
thank
find
you.
a way to meta magic and break. You have to find a way to meta magic and break the range on the spell.
Yes, I love that.
And then pull each other at the same time from different angles and just yank the universe together.
Oh my god.
That's the implication.
Oh, I love this.
This is what I do.
Love it. This is the flavor you come to DM Roundtable for.
It's true. You can't find this other places. And if you do find it other places, we just want the address of those places that you went. No reason why.
No reason.
No reason. Dear Diary, DM Shin threatened us today. Yeah.
There's one spell left. I'm gonna let you take it, but I'm just gonna say, Estelle is a giant space millipede.
Mm-hmm.
No, he has wings. He can't be a millipede.
Mm-hmm.
Like a millipede body, but has wings, and like his face is a
It is an
human. Yeah,
abomination.
he is. He is by far a poster child for aberrations. Like there, everything is wrong with him. He's like a millipede with wings, and his head is a human skull, but it in the mouth is a giant eyeball. Like everything about him is wrong. So you can take this one, DM Shin.
Oh, such with such confidence in me. How could I not take the meteorite of Astel? A seventh level conjuration that pretty much says, hey, in 60 feet with a concentration of a minute, you summon multiple voids above your head. Not one, multiple. 3 creatures within range of you, dex saves. Once again, dex saves. Or 66 bludgeoning damage. You can target a single creature multiple times, which means you could hate something so much that you look at it and go, I summon 3 voids of 66 meteorites to rain down from various angles on this guy. And guess what? You can use an action on subsequent turns to keep this up, because you have to understand a round is a matter of seconds. A minute is a number of rounds. Think about that. The spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. But each round, each action. Oh, no, you can use an action on subsequent turns, yeah, to keep the shower going, selecting new targets if you choose. And while you have a movement speed of 0, who is coming at you while you rain meteors down?
I I so if say your combat actually goes 10 rounds, the full minute. Well then you've got 180 d6s worth of damage that you can throw. That's a lot. It's possible if you hit with every shot for 10 rounds, you can do over 1,000 damage if you roll real well.
Oh, Connie, the implication of this is that you literally become God.
At first, I was like, you know what? I don't know. That doesn't seem very strong. But then I was like, oh, times 10. Oh no. Oh no. That's so long. Oh no.
Oh, yes.
This is this
Oh,
is
yeah.
this is one of them spells. I came across another spell like this the other day, and I was like, "Oh, this is perfect. This is the guys. I need you to cover me spell."
Mm-hmm. This is 1,000% the guys. I'm gonna do something dumb spell. Cover me. And everybody else just goes, wait, what? What's he doing? And all you hear in the background is dun 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 dun. Like, huh? I could hear the Sephiroth theme playing as
I
well.
love that. Yes.
Or Duel of Fates from Star Wars.
Dun 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 dun. Wah. Oh, fantastic! I love this. I love everything about this.
Oh.
But
But
hey,
alas,
we finished our spells.
we
Doom
did.
would for sure be a gravity spell. 100%.
Yeah, yeah. Doom's got a gravity cell.
Okay, okay, okay. That means it's time for us to move on to the next part of this supplement. Ashes of War.
War, you say?
Now, if you don't know what an Ash of
War
War
never
is,
changes.
war never changes. Um, uh, MonkeyDM put in here he chose to limit the total number of Ash of War uses to related to your proficiency bonus. That way, no one's just getting int specifically to use your Ash of War. But in Elden Ring, Ashes of War are like a special attack that you can put on a weapon. Some of them are interchangeable, but some of them are only applicable to certain weapons, and some weapons just have an Ash of War built in that can't be changed. So think of these as like almost evolutions of the original weapon mastery that we went over like a year ago. That I will for sure be
Hmm.
using in all my games. Where like you're so focused and good with this one weapon, you now have a special ability with this weapon.
I like this already.
The way that Monkey DM has chosen to implement Ashes of War is that you can add your Ash of War to a weapon over the course of a long rest. So if you've got the Ash of War already, they're not necessarily items that like you can collect in Elden Ring. They have like their own page. They are in your inventory, but you don't like it's not like you grab like a paper or anything. I would say like someone would need to teach these to you in a game that I was running. That kind of thing.
Yeah,
But like
I
you could
agree.
learn a bunch
I
of
could.
them.
And I think the introduction of this would also create a very interesting arc. Like, I think I would introduce this for a character that I think would work this into their own story, like something
Mm,
that I would want to play with on their character.
yes. Like I'm gonna use Tome Mystical Tattoos again because that's the book I literally just finished reading. So many of the tattoos in there. You all know I fucking hate the way that they implemented tattoos in 5e, like the official implementation. I hate
It
it.
seems to have truly burned you internally.
Oh, it
Like,
does.
I've never heard you spit such venom.
It makes me so upset. It makes me so
I
upset.
can tell.
But they're like, oh yeah, during a long rest, you can just put it on, or you can suck it off whenever you want, and put it on someone else. That's silly.
Just
So
suck it
many
off,
of
huh?
those abilities would make so much more sense if your character was earning them like through downtime activities, like going and getting the tattoo put on you, and now it's a feat as opposed to a magical item because it's something your character spent time learning. I would even say you could run Ashes of War the same way. Like your character trained to be able to do this.
They're just saying. It's it's not unfeasible to do so. I just think that there's one thing that irks me about these spells, and it is that at level one we're just pulling people all around the room.
Yeah. Nobody is in their position anymore.
I love. Listen, I'm the first person to love some nonsensical nonsense, but that's wackadoo to me. I'm trying to wrap my head around that one. Overall, though, I agree. It is workable. But you know what else could be workable? These ashes of war.
Would you like to take Gravitas?
I think you should.
Oh, okay. The requirement for this is that you're putting on a melee weapon without the light property. As an action, you plunge your blade. On, okay, it was late. Into the ground. All creatures in a 25-foot radius centered on you must succeed on a dex saving throw or take a number of d8s of force damage equal to your int modifier and be pulled up to 15 feet in a straight line towards you on a failure. Hmm. So he limited the usage to proficiency bonus, but still tied it to your mind stat. Interesting.
Yeah, but second edition is wackadoo for different reasons because the scale of things.
Oh my. Okay. I brought this up to DM Roundtable multiple times. There is a tattoo in the Tome of Mystical Tattoos that gives you basically a fart cloud spell. It deals 3d6 damage. And the lore for it is, oh, pranksters and tricksters love to use this tattoo in the middle of an open public space. Or, sorry, a closed public space like a tavern. And all I can think of is that shit does 3d6 poison damage. That's murder. That's not a practical joke. The average commoner has 1d4 health. They're dead. You literally killed them with a fart.
It'll be okay. It'll be all right.
That was before Mistra was like, hey, tone it down. Okay? Okay.
No. Turn it up. Don't back down. Never back down.
One thing I will say, punked with a body count, 100%. They're dead. They're straight up dead. Okay. One thing I will say is, it's funny that the ashes of war have saves on them instead of just pulling people in. These guys have saves, but like, it doesn't say that there are requirements for level when you get these. So say your game started with, you could have one Ash of War. If you happen to take Gravitas at the very beginning, and you just happened to have, like, you were playing a Spellblade or something, and you had a 5 as your modifier for intelligence. You telling me at level 1 you can do 5d8 worth of damage to people 25 feet around, everyone 25 feet without you, around you? That seems a little strong without other requirements.
Does it? I don't think so. I think it's just enough. I don't think it's too much. I think it's just enough. It's never too much.
Yes.
Never too much. Never too much.
I'm all here for, like, I'm not gonna limit my players, but like.
Oh, Mistara was a beautiful place.
That's true. That's. Oof. I love lore. I just love lore. I love lore so much. Those of you who are on YouTube who are like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's also a Twitch chat.
Oh, and also those of you on YouTube that are watching us, as of those of you who are lurking and have never seen us and enjoyed the great sounds of the Roundtable, guess what? You can continue to listen to us and enjoy us by helping us out in a way that only the disembodied voice of DM Lacara can.
I'm channeling her. I'm holding still. I'm opening the void.
Hit the buttons. Do the thing. If you have money, make the buttons give him money. If you don't have money, just hit the buttons that subscribe, and that also gets him money. So you get to feel good either way.
Okay, I had to let go of the void. It was too tough for me to continue to hold on to.
Listen, she's a powerful entity. Can't just be pulling her all willy nilly like.
It's like those stupid trading cards in Harry Potter when they're like, well, you don't expect Dumbledore to stay in there all day. Can you imagine if someone just had those trading cards?
To be. Yeah. Oh my god.
And the people who are supposed to be in the picture also have to make appearances. Stop.
Imagine that. That's your class. Like, you're a pictomancer, but you only get to draw sketches of people you've met, and you throw it down, but they may not show up because they might be busy. So you're flipping through your Picto book looking for this person, like, oh yeah, the Black Knight. Yeah, I'm gonna get him. And you look, and he's just out of his armor. Like you sketched him once, and now it's like a living pictograph. But you go to see what he's up to. He's just taking a shit. You're in the middle of the fight against the Dark Dragon. He's like, yeah, call me anytime, buddy. He's taking a shit. He's not in his armor. He's just got a helmet on. Just trousers down. Dropping heat.
I just saw
You're not gonna call him.
a article about Robert Pattinson when he was filming The Batman. He started making electronic music in his downtime, but he couldn't take off the suit, so he found a way to put his headphones over the Batman cowl, and that's how he was making music. He could get off like the rest of the costume, but not the cowl. So I'm just imagining it's kind of like that. Just sitting on the toilet.
Being summoned again.
Yes. Straight up in the cauldron.
Oh my god.
Staring at the reflections.
Like they stare at the reflection turns to you that they can't break eye contact. You're like, oh no.
I love this. I love this.
Now you're deadlocked eyes. Over there DJing yourself to just right over the cauldron. And you're just locked eyes. Just, oh shit. Oh god.
This is what we get up to when DM Lacara's not here. We only have to open the void.
She really does rein us in.
Whew. Would you like to take Rain of Arrows?
Actually, I would. Rain of Arrows requires a ranged weapon, and it's probably the only one of these besides Gravitas and maybe Cragblade that I actually would like. AKA, I just don't like Waves of Darkness. But that's besides the point. Rain of Arrows says that you unleash a rain of arrows. That's it, folks. Stream's over. Have a great night. Rain of Arrows' first line is naturally that you unleash a rain of arrows. As an action, choose a point on the ground that you can see within normal range of your bow. Each creature in a 10-foot radius, 80-foot tall cone, centered on the point must succeed a dex save or take a number of d6's damage. Okay, it was late.
It was late. Also, 80-foot tall cone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think you mean cylinder, sir.
Mm-hmm. He does. Equal to your int mod on a failure, or half as much on a success. My only issue with this: don't make it int mod, make it your spell mod.
Yeah, whatever your spellcasting modifier is, that's what it should be.
Because there's very few magic archers that are int based, and many more that are wisdom based.
That makes sense.
You'll see this much more likely on a ranger than you will on a thief who happens to have a bow and arrow.
True. I also feel like in general, these, like, maybe you don't introduce them as Ashes of War, like I said before, that you could learn them in your downtime. They could just be feats, really.
Or attached to specific weapons.
True. Like, these could be the special abilities of very specific weapons. All right. I'm going to take Waves of Darkness, since I don't think you want it anyway.
It should be a spell.
Ooh, yes. Okay. Waves of Darkness. Requirement. Melee weapon with a heavy property. You slam your blade on the floor as an action, creating rippling waves of destruction. Each creature in a 20-foot radius centered on you must succeed on a dex saving throw. Wink to the chat. Or take a number of d6s of force damage equal to your int modifier on a failure. At the start of your next turn, a final wave is unleashed, and creatures within that radius must make the same saving throw, taking the same damage on a failure. Oh, so it's just 2 sets. So you could do 5d6 damage twice? That's so strong. But yes, I agree. This 100% should be a spell, not a weapon art. Sorry, wrong game. Ash of War.
Thank you.
I agree. Waves of Darkness should be a spell, dude.
But yet here we are, not gonna complain.
It's free! I'm making notes, so when we get into the repository, which, if you become a YouTube member or a Twitch sub, you'll have access to. Occultist! Oh, no, it's not Monkey. Occultist is Kibbles, I think? I think it's Kibbles. Oh my god, how dare you, Awaz? How dare you?
Mm.
Where are you?
A1.
This is what you see when you look through the cauldron.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, oh god.
Oh god. Oh. I can't wait till everyone comes back to the chat and they're like, "What?"
You're just like,
sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
oh, my bad. I can go.
Would you like to
That
finish?
was great, it was. Thank
That
you.
was fantastic. I'm so sorry that I didn't look at that sooner.
Well, Cragblade is what we're gonna end on, which is how unfortunate that it can't be used on whips. Because I think this should be also used on whips, a la Circle of the Moon, Castlevania.
Ooh, yes.
So I'm gonna retcon this and say all melee weapons, including whips, especially whips, because whips need love too. You slam your weapon on the ground as a bonus action, covering it with rocks. Come on, who wouldn't want a shrapnel-covered whip? For the next minute, it deals additional bludgeoning damage equal to your proficiency bonus on a hit. Yeah, I'm giving this to a whip.
And like this one totally makes sense to me if you just started a campaign and you gave this to someone, like right off the bat, like, oh, this is perfect and this will get better as you get better.
Yes.
The rest of them, I'm like, yo, that's strong. That's pretty strong.
Yeah, and I would say as your proficiency bonus hits certain thresholds, I would just change what kind of rocks it is to make you feel like it's expanded.
I really like that. That's cool.
So at first you're just getting like, whatever scrap and stone and stuff is around. And then eventually you start to get like more and more, and maybe like based on where you are, like you pull certain rocks. Like, oh, you're in a quarry full of stone of metals. You pull like iron and ore, and maybe like I have you roll a d6, and you pull like a rare metal, and you get like a cool bonus. Like you could flavor it around.
God, we love flavor here. No.
I know we do.
Oh, it's so good. But those are our Ashes of War. Next, we move on to the gravity weapons.
Now, the thing about gravity weapons is these are just magic weapons.
Yeah.
Flavor of gravity. But they are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
And a lot of them have their very own Ash of War, like just built in. He calls them immovable Ashes of War. It's just if it's just straight up on there.
I would take this version of it more than I would the Ash of War.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think this would be more fun to play with.
Just a very small part here is for all the weapons listed below, if you want to keep the Elden Ring concept of improving weapons, you can turn them into +1, +2, or +3 weapons. And then your Ash of War DC here is your 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your int modifier. Again, I'm with you, DM Shin. I think it should just be whatever your spellcasting modifier is. Just keep it all the same.
Yeah, and if it's
Make
not a
it simple.
spellcasting modifier, flavor it accordingly.
Yeah.
If it's a heavy weapon, it's a strength mod. If it's a
Mm-hmm.
spellcasting weapon, it's an int. Like, let's be a little more fair.
Yeah. Because ain't nobody wants to build 3 primary stats, man.
No.
Do you want to take the first one, the Starscourge Greatswords?
Cool. If you're a big beefy boy who likes to swing big meaty swords, you might grab yourself a Starscourge Greatsword. A legendary weapon requiring attunement by a creature with a strength score. Yeah, see right here, strength score is 16 or higher. You're getting a strength modifier on your this Ash of War. It grows in power with you. These great swords, mind you, you're not getting one, you get 2. Essentially, is what is assuming. They do not have the two-handed properties while attuned to them, and gain the versatile 2d12 property instead. With the sword in each hand, you deal 2d6 per sword.
Oh.
When two-handing one, you deal 2d12.
That's a lot of damage.
You gain +1 to bonus to attack and damage rolls made with these weapons. When you reach level 7, this bonus increase. When you reach level 7?
Oh.
What do you mean when you reach level? If you have this prior to level 7, I want to know. I'm not saying it couldn't exist in the world, but for you to have acquired it?
It's my family's heirloom. It's like the only way that it really makes sense for you to have a legendary weapon at the start of the game.
Right, like and the strength score of 16 to wield it. You were also just born strong.
You were born. You came out the womb looking like Quagmire.
Oh, well, if you want to wield this thing into its true power, the crushing gravity : because it was late. Because I know this meant to be the immovable Ash of War dash, but I guess it's before we woke up and figured out what the format was.
It's true.
Crushing gravity says as a bonus action, mind you. You channel the power of the swords to emit a shout that bends gravity, reducing your speed to 0 until the end of your turn. Each creature you choose within 20-foot radius center on you must succeed strength save or be pulled 5 feet and take a number of D8 number equal to your proficiency bonus.
Oh.
So
it's not
if
pulled 5 feet. It's pulled within 5 feet of you.
Oh, even better. Well, that's even better.
Oh
so
my
you just
God.
pull everybody in. Your proficiency bonus. So if you have a proficiency bonus, say like 11, just crazy number for no reason, right?
God damn it, Awas.
Like a proficiency bonus of 4 is 4d8 as just for free.
For free to bring everyone towards you. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to any of you. we have a barbarian in not the one in my campaign, but the one for this bachelor one shot. I think I'm gonna give him this. Be like, just shout and pull them towards your X's, my dude. Just pull them right there. I think you'll love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
But this one is also it's the damage is based on your proficiency bonus instead of your int modifier. I'm very confused as to like I know it was late, but can we have some consistency? Oh wait, it's not over. There's more.
Oh, after this. Oh no. Oh Lord, I didn't see that it continued on to the next page. Well, folks, guess what? After this, you can use your. So before you give this to the bachelor party guy, after this, you can use your action to slam the swords down, generating a gravitational explosion. Each creature makes succeed a dex saving throw DC equal to 8 plus twice your proficiency bonus, or take a number of D12s of bludgeoning damage equal to your proficiency bonus to be pushed back 15 feet and knocked prone on a failure. On success, they take half as much damage, not pushed back or prone. Creatures within 5 feet of you have disadvantage on the save. And once you've used it, you can't use it again until you complete a short or a long rest. So 10-minute rest, blow it up again.
Everyone has disadvantage because you've just yelled them towards you. Anyway, like you don't need to use it more than once because everybody's dead. Like first time. That is quite possibly the strongest feat equivalent I've ever seen.
Basically.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure how I feel on that one.
I don't think any of the other ones are gonna be able to compete with this. That is so incredibly strong.
For what? For no reason.
For no reason. Okay, so we're just gonna okay. Hold on. All right. We're just gonna say you have 5, okay? As your modifier, okay? Oh wait, no, or is it based on your proficiency bonus? So if you're at max, then it's 8. Sorry, 6. Okay, so 6 times 8, you do 48 damage on the pull, and then okay, and the smack back is potentially 144 damage.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm totally here for a fuck you move. Like I come in, I go boom, and I leave, and that's all I do. That's it. That's all I've got. You don't have to give this character anything else. It's done. Character's built. I have one move. I said I don't like anybody that's on this battle map. I know it's supposed to be a shout that pulls people in, but I'm obviously gonna make it like the as they like unhinge their jaw and suck you up.
Oh my god.
I did that with my Void Hobgoblin. That's how I described his sucking power to my players. I was like, oh, you see, like it almost seems like his jaw unhinges, and he sucks in so much air that you can see the outline of each and every one of his individual ribs. Like he's just, and you're all getting pulled towards it. Your souls are being sucked out. Damn, that is 200 damage swing potentially. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, okay,
Why
let's
not?
Let's see. Yeah, let's see if anything else can compete. Because now we have the weeb weapon. We have the meteoric ore blade. Katana forged from meteoric ore.
Tell us all about the power of weeb.
This is a long sword, uncommon, requires. Listen, all of you out there who are like, I want katanas to be on the equipment list. It is. It's just a long sword, okay? It's just a
flavor
long sword.
All I'm asking you to do is close your eyes, grab the blade with your bare hands, and just imagine there's a curve in it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
That's all you have to do. That's it. It's there already.
Just imagine the curve. Please.
It is a katana forged from meteoric ore to dispatch life forms born of falling stars. Deals magic damage. So this sword's racist against aliens. The blade is weighty.
Actually, you know what? Don't imagine the curve in the sword. I'm putting the curve in the sword for you. I'm going to tell you it's a katana. It's just a long sword, though. So get on board with what I'm doing, or live in the lie I sell you. This has been a message from your DM.
The blade is weighty, known to deliver slashes of such ferocity that the impact is said to resemble the crash of a falling meteor. This is a final smash. This blade deals additional force damage equal to your int modifier on a hit. Minimum of 0. That's hilarious. That doesn't say minimum of 1. It could be 0. When you hit an aberration with it, the aberration takes an extra 1d10 force damage. Okay, so it is in fact racist against aliens.
Hey, aberration. Fuck.
Get off my planet! Immovable Ash of War. Gravitas. As an action, you plunge your blade on the ground. Into the ground. All creatures in 25-foot radius centered on you must succeed on a dex saving throw or take a number of d8s of force damage equal to your int modifier and be pulled up to 15 feet in a straight line towards you on a failure. Come here! You cannot.
You've gotten over
You're here forever. Forever. I won't lie to you, Awaz. Sure. I recently looked at like the list of mods, and there was 2 people on there that I'm just like, who? Like I have 0 recollection of ever having an interaction with them. And I'm like, how did you get on this list? Who are you? So I'm glad I actually know who you are.
That's a fact.
But you've got.
That's an actual fact.
The Ruined Greatsword.
More greatsword, more power. Well, guess what?
Woo!
This uncommon greatsword, which is originally rubble from a ruin that fell from the sky. This is the most I needed edge in the background of my weapon description I've ever seen. From the rubble from which fell from the sky, this surviving fragment was honed into a weapon. One of the legendary armaments. The ruin it came from crumbled when struck by a meteorite. As such, this weapon harbors its destructive power.
Wait.
This blade deal. Go ahead.
But it says it's uncommon, but also it's a legendary armament.
It's a legendary armament.
I'm confused.
It's the most legendary uncommon ever.
At the very beginning of the stream, he dropped some. I was like, hey, by the way, we're going to put in some, and then he sent some subs, and I was like, yes, I will. I got to talk to y'all later. But continue, DM Shin, sorry.
Oh, it's okay, because this blade adds force damage equal to you +2 plus your intelligence mod. So it's a legendary chunk of meteor fallen from a ruin that can be equipped regardless of your strength.
Oh, I just realized that. Correct.
And has an int mod. So you're telling me that my wizard is just going to show up and be like, I'm sick of this shit. Great sword. And just go bonkai. And just
No, that's exactly what happens. He has a staff made out of stone, and he goes, "Bang! Gay!" and he slams it on the floor, and it turns into this.
Through the ruined greatsword. This is exactly. If I am in a one shot of yours, Okami, if I'm in a campaign of yours, Okami, this is my character. This is my character. I swear to you. Okay, because when I slam this brick down, my immovable act of war is the wave of destruction. Because as an action, I raise the sword up high, strike it across the ground to fire off a wave of gravitational force. All creatures in 30 feet, guess what? Fuck them. Because then they have to succeed on a dex save or take a number of d10s of force damage equal to my int mod.
Oh. I didn't realize it was this. Because it's called Wave, I was thinking it was going to be a cone. But then I was like, oh, I know what Ash of War this is in the game. Yeah. It's the one that just goes like, and you get lifted. I gotcha. The wave
Why
threw
don't you
me
tell
off.
us about your friend, Astel?
Oh, we got his wings! We ripped him off because he's a freak. He's just a big freak. But this is the wing of Astel. It's a scimitar.
Big old freaky boy.
Uncommon, requires attunement. If this one says it's also legendary, I'm going to lose my shit. Sword fashioned from a delicate wing, suffused with the magic of the stars. Strong attack unleashes a wave of enchanted light. Crafted from a relic of the natural born of the void, who is said to have assailed the eternal city. Strong attack?
Legendary, isn't it? No, it's crafted from the relic of a natural born void. So it's just uncommon though. Yo, this shit just exists out there though. Because you just get New Game Plus and just make a new character.
You hit New Game Plus and it's there. This blade deals additional force damage equal to your int modifier on a hit, minimum of 0. I love that. I love that you can be like, I could do that extra stuff. Well, you could if you were smart. Sorry, idiot. Immovable Ash of War, Nebula. As part of making a weapon attack with this blade, you can unleash its Ash of War. All creatures in a 10-foot cone in front of you must succeed on a dex saving throw or take a number of d10s of force damage equal to your int modifier and be knocked prone on a failure. Oh. Just knock everybody down. Interesting. I think that's better than the spell. Right? Doesn't the spell only do d8s?
Yes, it does.
Yep.
So,
yep.
This is just a powered up version because you got a wing. Gundam wing.
Oh, shit. Alright, I just think it's funny that
you are Hero Yui. Oh my god, it's the Alabaster Lord sword. Guess what, folks? Guess what? It's a long sword with uncommon, with no regular things but attunement. So again, wizard, blade, let's rock. This great sword, that's a long sword, is forged from a blue-white meteoric orb. The blade conceals gravity manipulating magic, a weapon unique to Alabaster Lords, a race of ancient uncommon with scones of stone who were said to have risen to life when a meteor struck long ago. The blade deals additional force damage equal to your int mod on a hit with a minimum of 0. And once again, its immovable Ash of War says, the Alabaster Lord's pull. As an action, you plunge your blade in the ground. What happens when the ground is acid?
I don't know.
I'm doing a lot of plunging of my sword in the ground. Around me, in 30 feet centered radius, everyone must make a dex saving throw or take a number of d8s of force damage equal to my int mod and be pulled up to 20 feet in a straight line towards me on a failure. So you literally slam this blade down. The earth rumbles under your feet. Things fail a dex save. You damage them and yoink them to you in 20 feet from 30 feet within 30 feet around you. Which means anything that was less than 20 feet is just slammed into you.
Oh!
Which means I hope you're casting this from on top of something.
I didn't think of that until just now. If we do add the you take damage while you're being pulled, you're taking the damage too if you're pulling them up to you. Unless you want to do something cool. And then your
Like I
players
said,
are
from an
like,
elevation.
no, they have to take the damage too. Not that I'm bitter or anything. Like when I launched a Raging Goblin out of a catapult. Not bitter at
Not
all.
gonna lie, Okami. You sound... It's called bitter.
But will I be bitter about the Onyx Lord's Greatsword? I like that we did a little of role reversal there.
I appreciate that, Florence.
There's a
Spice it
weapon.
up.
Mine's actually a greatsword. Uncommon, requires attunement.
It's a great sword. That's a great sword.
Like, good job! Greatsword forged from golden-hued meteoric ore.
Watch, it says it says instead of a great sword, it's an axe.
The blade conceals gravity manipulating magic. A weapon unique to the Onyx Lords, a race of ancients with skin of stone who are said to have risen to life when a meteor struck long ago. This blade deals additional force damage equal to your int modifier on a hit, minimum of 0, because, you know, if you're stupid, why are you wielding this weapon anyway? Immovable Ash of War. Onyx Lord's Repulsion. As an action, you plunge your blade into the ground. All creatures in a 30-foot radius centered on you must succeed on a dex saving throw or take a number of d8s of force damage equal to your int modifier and be pushed back in a straight line 15 feet on a failure.
So it's the first one shoving them backwards. Repulsion! Attraction! We're Magneto now.
I just realized that none of these say creature of your choice. So, fuck all my teammates.
Friend, foe.
I'm blowing them up. 200 damage, you're about to take it.
Oh yeah, no, it's everybody about to die. I don't give a damn. Oh, I realized that early on. I just didn't give a shit.
I'm the main character now. Fuck the rest of this party.
Oh my wa, Shinderu. Hey, you're gonna kill us. You're already dead.
You were dead the moment you agreed to become a party member.
Well, I think I keep the way you are. I'm not mad at these. I do think that these are kind of cool, but I think the next one's definitely interesting because it's the first one that is not a sword in my hands.
Ooh.
It is a maul, which I don't know what you want.
Our meat.
Why? The meat. Well, if you need some meat, you might need yourself a falling star beast to draw.
True.
A maul, which I'm assuming is just a cool way to say all things hammer related. It's uncommon though. And it's part of a falling star beast jaw. Hard and shining black. Fashioned into a weapon. Oh, it's a weapon. With its sharp point, this colossal weapon and skewer foe doesn't help it. This weapon deals additional force damage equal to 2 plus your int mod with a minimum of 2. This thing is so potent. You gotta get 2 on it.
Just so you all know, We're gonna get a talking to from DM Lacara later, so don't even
Lacar's
feel
gonna
bad.
yell at us so bad.
Because we are in fact children.
We are going to get yelled at so hard. Like, it's not even funny how badly we're gonna get yelled at. Because that's exactly what she's gonna do. She's gonna be like, "What happened?"
I left you
We're gonna be
alone
like,
for one night.
like, you guys had the stream to yourselves one day. This is what you did. And I'm gonna be like, yeah. Like, yeah, unfortunately it is. You left it in our hands, and we did not fail you.
Oh.
But Okami, why don't you understand? I need you to understand something though about this weapon before I let it go. I need you to understand something about the gravity bolt. Okami, when you unleash the power and the potency of the gravity bolt, as an action, you imbue the jaw of the falling sea. You imbue the power of the Crimson Chin himself, of the Nega Chin. And with gravitational lightning, send a bolt crashing down at a point you can see within 120 feet. 120 feet. That is wild to me. 120 feet.
Oh, the Ebony Maw, yes. Yes.
You crash lightning down on them, and creatures in a 5-foot radius centered on that make a dex saving throw or take a number of d10s of magical bludgeoning damage equal to your int mod. So again, this is going to my blade. This is going to my swole wizard. Remember the character you were playing in Mistrin?
Yes, that's
I'm giving
exactly
him
what
this.
I thought of.
I'm giving him this. I'm giving your character this weapon. Because he's absolutely grabbing this and he's being like, yo, fuck it now.
I heard in your voice you stopped at the same point I did in my head. You call down magical lightning that deals bludgeoning damage. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yo, you call down the magical swole. You cast lightning and they're like, ha, I eat. No, but get this, right? You're fighting a dragon. You're fighting a silver dragon. Not silver. Are they silver? No, copper dragon, right? No, not copper. What are they? Gold? No, copper, right? It is copper. That's bronze. Bronze is the lightning ones. My bad.
Yeah.
You're
I
fighting a
had to think about
bronze
it too. I
dragon.
was like,
He's fighting, he's beating your ass. You stand up, you whip this out, though he's looking at you, right, as the wizard. And he's like, wait, but you're a wizard. You can't hit me with this. You spin it around your head. He's like, what are you going to do? You're summoning clouds of lightning. You slam this into the ground, and lightning crackles, and he just stands there to take it, and he's like, oh, this ain't going to do shit. Wait! The shit out of him with the force of lightning fist. Literal fisted lightning. Not the force of lightning. Not the element of lightning. The fist of lightning. Not iron fist, but lightning fist.
I need you to understand that if you do not use this ability as though you were doing the big gay dance from Dark Souls 1 of the people with the trident, like the cultists,
yes.
like that's the only way to make this go off, okay?
You need to turn into Netero from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Come in a hand. You need to turn to Chie in Persona 4 Arena.
Oh, it's fantastic.
You need to turn to Jean from God Hand. Just pummel this.
Yes.
In fact, I'm giving Gravity Bolt to a Gravity Monk.
Oh!
He's going to turn all these abilities into chi-like gravity abilities, and literally his final ability will be just one of his final abilities will be a Nirvana-like strike that's just a gravity bolt of a fist.
Yo, you have to give this to Wave the Open Hand Monks. Instead of the quivering
Mhm.
palm technique, they use the gravity fist technique. Just like,
No,
bam!
instead of astral way, you have the way of the astral hand.
Ah! Oh my god, yes, because my Elefunk, that's what I am. I'm a Wave Astral
Mm.
Self Monk. Oh my god, yes.
But you're way of the astral hand because instead of being of the self, you're of the hand. You want to commit violence.
Woke up and chose violence that day.
Always choose violence.
I have to. I'm pretending to press the button to call DM Bacon because that's the campaign I was running my Elefunk in. They didn't give it to him. All right, I think there's only one. Yeah, okay. There's one more item on here, and that's Bastard Stars. There's a flail. It's uncommon, requires attunement. Flail which deals magical damage, having been imbued with power by the remembrance of Astal. Formed of the same many-colored star debris that comprise the form of the natural born of the void. This weapon deals additional force damage equal to your intelligence modifier on a hit, minimum of 0, because if you're stupid, don't be using this. Okay, I don't like that it says weapon which deals magical damage, but it doesn't say that it changes the damage. It should deal force, if anything. But,
Yeah, I agree.
Immovable Ash of War, Nebula. As a bonus action, you can unleash the flail's Ash of War. You advance forwards 10 feet without triggering attacks of opportunity, before making a melee weapon attack. The movement of the flail causes a dark cloud of stars to explode. All creatures in a 10-foot cone in front of you must succeed on a dex saving throw or take a number of d10s of force damage equal to your int modifier and be knocked prone on a failure. So you just shumph, wha-bam, and there's just you don't open the void this time. You just make a kaboom, and then just like stardust is like pelting people in the eye sockets. And like, and then they fall over.
Basically.
Okay. I actually really like this dash forward and then attack thing. You don't see that too often in 5e, but I like that idea. Like, oh, I'm out of... You thought you were out of range? Haha! No.
Never. Yeah, because it really takes away the idea of like I'm not out of this yet. Like you don't have to
you
back
thought!
down, buddy. Never back down. Never
back down.
Jimon Hansu is yelling at you right now.
All right. We've made it through the items, which means now we're moving on to monsters. Now, you wanted to use that jaw? You wanted to use that jaw? That big old jaw? Well, here's how you get it, baby.
Like, hey, you want that mouth?
You want that mouth?
You're gonna have to fight this. It's a large monstrosity. This is a full grown. This is not a normal. This is a full grown falling star beast. Say it with me now. Full grown.
Full grown.
It is an armor class of 14, 209 hit points, and a speed of 40 with some overwhelmingly powerful. It's dumb.
Oh my god, is it dumb? That's like worse than elemental dumb.
It's dumb as a sack of bricks. In fact, it's probably got the worst. If it has any int mods, these do no damage.
That's exactly what I was thinking. He's so dumb, he heals you.
Yeah. But he does resist force, poison, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical. Can't be charmed, frightened, petrified, or stunned. He has 180 feet of dark vision.
Bro's coming.
And a 21 passive perception. He's a CR 15. And here's what we decided to give him as some standard abilities. Just some standard, just some run-of-the-mill shit. You know, something to tie him over. He can charge. If the beast moves at least 30 feet straight towards a target and then hits it with a jaw attack on the same turn, they take an extra 1d10 bludgeoning damage. And if the creature is the target is a creature. Wow, it was late. For me, it was late. I was late. It's getting late. No. If the target is a creature, succeed at DC 18 or be knocked prone. And when you manage to hit the magical number of 104 hit points on this thing, so approximately half health, the full-grown Falling Star Beast enters the state of fury. It gains access to new actions and abilities, noted in the stat block called Fury. In addition, as a reaction to the state of reaching fury for the first time in a day, it can use its reaction to invert gravity.
This is phase 2.
Yeah. Well, no. Get this, folks. Here's the actions it can take. It's got a multi-attack, meaning it can make 3 attacks, 2 with its jaw and 1 with its tail. But during fury, it can replace one jaw attack with a rock fling. If you manage to get bitten by its jaw, if you wind up in that mouth, in one of its two attacks, with its plus 10 to hit and its reach of 5 feet, you might take about 12 piercing damage, 2d6 plus 5. Not too bad. You can maybe survive 1 or 2 hits, depending on the time you'd be fighting this, you know? But if that tail comes and hits you, that's 10 damage. And if it's Fury, it causes a rock fling attack originating from it, which means it just throws a rock at you. It just gets sick of your shit. And it's just like, yo, rock. And it can erupt some spikes, causing the earth around it to erupt into sharp stones beneath 3 creatures that it can see within 90 feet. They must make a DC 17 dex save or take 9 piercing damage. That in itself is scary.
Oh, interesting. I was like, you're only going to let it do 1 erupting spikes? But like, then I was like, oh no, just 3 people, anywhere on this battlefield. You here? Nah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, hello.
Welcome to my crater, because you normally meet these guys in the craters that they landed in. In a fight, right? In a fight. Awaz, I've seen your license. I'm terrified of it, okay?
I worry for the safety of all things.
You want to get in that mouth? That mouth.
That mouth?
Okay. I will say, though, Awaz, you specifically, you'd probably have advantage on animal handling checks, because look at that body. That's like a horse body. Actually, I think he's supposed to. He's got like a bull's body and then weird eyeball rock head.
That tracks.
I still give you advantage. Animal handling. Please don't fuck it.
No, fuck it. Because it's got a rock fling when it's furied up. This beast flings rocks. If you didn't know what rock fling does, this beast, it flings rocks. All creatures in a 10-foot cone. Well, okay, no, this thing doesn't just throw rocks. This thing chucks existences. When it's throwing a rock, it just decides, hey, 10-foot cone, you make a dex save of 18 or take 11 bludgeoning damage. That is scary. That is a scary amount of damage.
Especially if it's in fury, then he's rock flinging from the front, biting, rock flinging from the back. That's a lot of damage. At first I was like, this doesn't seem like a lot of damage, but once you get into Fury, woo-wee! Also, them legendary actions,
Right.
but we'll get there.
We'll definitely get there. But guess what? His last thing on a 5 or a 6, he recharges it during his Fury, is inverting gravity. The beast's speed becomes 0 at the start of its next turn, and each creature within 15 feet of the beast must make a DC 17 Dex save. On a failed save, the creature is lifted 10 feet in the air, is stunned
It was late.
until the start
It
of the
was
beast. Yes,
late.
it is stunned until the start of the beast's next turn, and any creature that enters the area during that time must also make the saving throw. At the next turn, the gravity reverts again, and all stunned creatures are slammed, taking 28 8d6
Holy.
bludgeoning damage and falling prone. On success, they can move up to half speed. That is scary. That is a scary amount of damage.
I've never heard of. Not only are you stunned, but you're flying.
Mm-hmm.
You're just in the air. Oh my god.
Just fucked.
And at first I was like, 10 feet, that's not going to hurt. And then I'm like, oh no. He's like, nah, gravity is my bitch. Do I understand how it works? Absolutely not.
No.
I'm dumb as hell.
But gravity, that's for nerds.
Gravity, that's for nerds. This is my gravitas. Yes.
It's different. See.
Wow. That is a crazy move.
Well, this thing is not done. Because we said, yeah, this thing needs legendary actions. Because what better way to top this creature off than 3 legendary actions? This thing can take 2 legendary actions, choosing from the options below, and only 1 legendary action can be used at a time, while the other at the end of another creature's turn. And only at the end of another creature's turn. The beast regains respent actions at the start of its own turn. It can do a bestial lunge, moving up to 20 feet in a straight line without triggering attack of opportunities, and makes the jaw attack. It can choose to attack before moving. That's pretty cool. It just plows through things, and you're just unable to try and stop it.
Okay, so when we started looking at this guy and I saw his speed, I was like, that seems a little slow, because in Elden Ring proper, like when you're in their little stupid craters that they land in,
Arena, yep.
They're just like, meow, 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 and you spend most of the battle just like moving out of the way of them. And I was like, I don't understand why they made it. Yeah, I mean, he's faster than average for sure, but I was like, no, he's pretty fast. And then I'm like, oh, because he got a legendary action, lets him go meow past you.
He just hits Mach 5, and he's just like, yo, you're in the way.
You're going to love the next one.
Well, guys, he's got Meteor Crash. Oh, you are right. The beast leaps 30 feet in the air and crashes down like a meteor on a point it can see within 60 feet. All creatures in a 10-foot radius of that point make DC 18 Dex saves or take 22 bludgeoning damage. No fire. Just raw bludgeoning damage as this thing careens from the sky. So what if I do this from the top of something like if I'm a falling star beast and I'm hunting my prey, I know I'm not going to get hurt by this fall. I'm jumping from the top of the highest thing, off the top rope.
I was about to say, out there from the top rope!
Yeah, I'm coming from the top rope.
That's
I don't
fantastic.
give a damn. Like, why would I care, right?
How many of you out there
perfectly
in YouTube, on
normal.
YouTube land right now? There's a lot of people watching on YouTube right now. I'm not going to call any of you out. I'm just going to say, how many of you are familiar with Owlbear from the top rope?
Oh my god.
He's got one more ability, though, and it might be the scariest one of all. Why don't you tell us about Slicing Jaws?
Well, folks, because this thing was supposed to be a CR 14 or 15, I believe. They decided, hey, one last thing this thing needs to be able to do is to take its mandibles, and it's for 2 actions. It can attempt to grapple a creature within 5 feet, and on a success, it just crushes it with its pinchers, dealing 28 slashing damage and ending the grapple. This attack reduces the creature to 0. It splits it in half. So they're assuming that if this kills your character, that's it. You're 2 pieces.
Listen. 5e does not have rules for you to be Zeppeli from JoJo's, okay? If you're split in half, you're not getting back.
That's it, bro. I'm sorry. Oh, but my character is made from the... I don't care. Hey, you know what else your character is made of? 2 pieces.
Honestly, I feel like this guy's meant to be like a one-shot boss. Like that is where this full-grown falling star beast would
Drop them
excel.
on your players. I want to see how they do.
I won't lie. He would make a great, like, you've been something fell from the sky last night. You're the group that's been sent. And, like, you just got to watch your mentor get split in half, man.
Yeah.
you gotta go.
It's a hard life, but, you know, somebody's got to do it. Some days you wake up, everything's fine. Other days you wake up, your mentor gets split in half. Yeah. Life goes on, though. Life goes on. You got to keep on keeping on. That's the only way it gets better.
But don't worry.
Inspirational words.
We're not out of creatures. There's more. Because now we have an Alabaster Lord. This is them weird guys who just like pop out of the portal and you're like, every time in Elden Ring an Alabaster Lord appears, I've just beaten, like, I've explored every room in a dungeon. I have no recovery items left. And then that portal opens and I go, come on. Just like King Ramses. Every time.
I know you do.
But this guy is a large aberration. They're super tall and like way too skinny to the point where it makes you uncomfortable in the game. So that totally makes sense. Armor class 15, natural armor. Wait, he has more armor than a falling star beast? That's silly.
That's scary. Well, yeah, he's alabaster.
It's true. Hit points 135 on average. Speed 40 feet. Same speed. Much weaker stats, though way smarter than a falling star beast.
He's freaking Mensa genius.
Saving throws. Con +5. Not intelligence? Interesting. Skills, Arcana +7. Damage immunities, cold. Condition immunities, petrified. So you still can poison him. You just can't turn him to stone. Dark vision out to 120 feet. PP of 11. Languages, none. He's not here to talk, bro. That's not what he's here for.
He said, if you want to talk to the hand. The hand that was going to choke you out.
Challenge rating of 6, so supposedly much weaker than this falling star beast. We'll see. He's got the aggressive trait as a bonus action. He can move up to half. Oh. Usually aggressive is half your speed. This is full speed. He just says, hey. And you're like, ah! He's there.
He can just show up.
Fury. So basically he has bonus action dash. Let's be honest. Fury, same idea. When they get bloodied, they get some new stuff. But in addition, when he's in Fury aided, All of his attacks deal an additional 7 force damage. Okay. And he's got magic weapons.
Okay.
All of his weapon attacks are magical for the purposes of overcoming resistances. When he hits with any weapon, the weapon deals an extra 3 damage, but it's included in the attack. Good. So he's got multi-attack. He makes 2 sword attacks, but it can replace 1 sword attack with a gravitational orb. So sword attack, 1 target, 4d6 slashing damage, plus 1d6 force damage. Okay, that's a big sword, dude. And gravitational orb is range 120 feet, 5d6 plus 4 force damage, and if the target's a creature, it's pushed back 10 feet in a straight line and knocked prone. He's not pulling you in because he doesn't care how far away you are. He's getting to you.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna be there.
He's like, hey, I'm not concerned about all that hoopla. I'm coming.
And then he's got Meteorite, which recharges on a 5 or a 6. That's not 5 to 6 turns. That's something I had to learn when I started DMing. That means you roll a d6 at the start of all of his turns to see if he recharges it, if he's used it. The Alabaster Lord plunges. It was late. Sorry. Okay, the Alabaster Lord plunges its sword in the ground, causing a detonation. Each creature within 10 feet of the Lord must succeed on a DC 15 Dex saving throw or take 7 force damage, be pushed 10 feet back in a straight line, and knocked prone. The Alabaster... Oh, it's not over. I thought this was a different sentence. Also, why did he smush... Whatever, it was late. The Alabaster Lord's... Okay, hold on. I'll fix this in my head first. The Alabaster Lord then summons a void above its head that emits a rain of small meteorites. He selects a creature that he can see within 60 feet of it. The target has to succeed on a DC 15 Dex saving throw or take 21 bludgeoning damage, be pushed back 10 feet, and knocked prone. On a success, the creature takes half as much damage and doesn't suffer any additional... That's... For a CR6 creature, he's probably knocking somebody out.
You know, he definitely is.
Again, he's not there to talk, but he really wants you to sit down and shut up.
But I want the players to try and negotiate with him. So it can look at them and be like, I'm not here to be your friend.
Just continues to stare at them. Kind of like creepy Galadriel. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. That's just how it
They're just like, could you please show us the way? It starts to move in between them. They're like, oh, look, he's showing us the way. He raises his sword up, just slams it down, and kills them all.
Or, like in Elden Ring, he'll
like,
just pop up while you're walking across a platform that's very narrow, and he'll be like, and you'll be like, can you not? And he just looks at you, and then you get pushed off.
Mm-hmm. Listen, sometimes he just pops up on you.
Sometimes he comes in to say,
but you know who will never pop up on you? The next monster. Who's a two-parter.
Woo-wee! We got phase 1 and 2 of Starscourge Radahn!
Actually, I'm going to let you take this because this is your favorite character. I need you to let us know about Starscourge Radahn.
Lore-wise?
I will break this up in parts with you.
Lore-wise?
We don't have to read this out perfectly. We're going to break this up in chunks.
I love this guy. Gameplay-wise, I have not played Shadow of the Erdtree because I'm too cheap to buy the DLC. I'm right there, like I'm at the egg. I killed Moke. I'm at the egg. I'm waiting for the DLC to go on sale. But like when I fought him, and I'm saying fought in air quotes, I knew that like you could tap all the sigils to summon people to fight for you, and he was so goddamn far away from me that by the time I ran up to him, I only had to hit him like once in the shin and he just died. And I was like, that was the most anticlimactic shit I've ever seen in my life. But lore-wise, I love Starscourge Radahn. You won't be spoiling me if you tell me about what happens to him in the DLC. I know. I know. Don't worry about that.
No mental.
But Starscourge Radahn, I can read, I swear. Starscourge Radahn, Phase 1. He's a huge celestial. Chaotic
Big boy.
neutral. AC of 17. 255 average hit points. I cannot believe his strength is only 21. This boy is strong. Saving throws, plus 10 to strength. I guess that tracks. A dex of plus 9 and an int of plus 9. Skills, athletics, plus 10. Perception, plus 1. Damage resistances, radiant. Condition immunities, charmed, frightened, and prone. Let me tell you, lore-wise, I don't think he's immune to being charmed. But we don't need to talk about that.
We
senses.
don't talk about that at all.
Senses. Blind sight up to 10 feet. Okay. Dark vision up to 120 feet. Passive perception 11. He has no languages because by the time that you meet him, he is basically on meth. He's on star meth. He's not there to talk.
He literally is.
CR rating of 14. Wait, doesn't that mean in phase 1 he's lower than a full-grown falling star beast? I don't know about that one, Chief. But whatever. We're gonna move on. We'll go through some traits. Do you want to take the traits? How do you want to break this down?
I will.
Okay.
Well, his traits. He's got a fury, like all good things. Hitting half health, he will power up, gaining new parts of stat block. And when he enters the first time in the day, he plunges greatsword into the ground to cover them with rocks. Following minute, his greatsword attacks deal an additional 5 1d10 bludgeoning damage, not included in the stat blocks.
Oh.
Because
okay.
He's like, yo, I'm not strong enough.
Sorry, I just had a revelation that I own all the expansions for the Elden Ring board game. They're still in the box. I have not unboxed them yet because I'm sure that's going to end up being like an 8-hour unboxing like Arena was. But I have minis for all of these creatures. Continue.
I bet you do. Man, that's the thing that really gets me is that I know you do.
I have so many minis. Please, please, please. Please request my services so I can use minis.
Radahn has a legendary resistance. He could, if he fails a saving throw once a day, he can just be like, nah. And he's a legendary rider. Okay, this is a lie. He's not a legendary rider. Okay. His ride is legendary. But he himself is not a legendary rider. But because of this, he is considered mounted in combat. You're damn right he's considered mounted in combat. The man is on top of a giant horse. A tiny horse. And on this tiny horse, he is inflicting hell and damage.
It's true.
That being said, Radahn also has gravity weapons, which are magical, and he can use a star leap, which says that when he is at 0 hit points or lower, he leaps into space without triggering attacks of opportunity.
Who's gonna stop him?
He says, fuck this shit, I'm out. Proceeds to leave. And then proceeds to phase 2. I cannot love this more.
It's like like you shooting a rocket ship with a bow and arrow. It's basically what the thing is.
He's just like, yo, I gotta go.
Space needs me.
fires himself into fucking space and just proceeds to obliterate everything. You got it, Radahn.
You got it, bro. All right. Phase 1 actions are multi-attack. He makes 3 greatsword attacks. He can replace 2 of these attacks by a cross-dive attack. When he's in Fury, he makes a gravity attack as well. That's a lot. Greatsword deals 4d6 plus 5 slashing damage. Starscourge Arrow. Yes! Plus 9 to hit. Range 150 feet. 1 target. Hit is 68 plus 4 piercing damage. And 5 force damage on average. Radahn has advantage on the attack roll. You son of a bitch. All creatures in the path of the arrow must succeed on a DC 17 Dex saving throw or also take the damage. Please line up for me. SDM, please. I said this before when I was rereading session notes and Valley of Egeria had taken over, and my Agatha the Banshee, I gave her wizard spells because Agatha is supposed to be an accomplished wizard, and so Valley of Egeria wrote. And then the entire team got lightning bolt because we were running away in a straight line. That's on y'all. That's not on me.
That does seem like a your fault kind of thing, guys.
You in a line,
Hate
you
to
getting
break it to you.
shot.
Running a line, you learn the divine.
Oh, yes! I love that. We need to put that on a shirt. Put that in the chat. I will add it to the list. Designs.
To the list.
We have a Redbubble shop. That is what we mean by designs. You're in a line. Prepare to meet the divine.
Oh, you guys lined up for me? Well, you really actually should not have.
If you want to go see what's in the Redbubble shop, you can put !Redbubble in the chats at any point. Awaz does a great job of doing that on Twitch. I almost never do it on YouTube, but I should, especially today because there's lots of people watching us. Did you come for Elden Ring? Is that why? I feel like that's what it. I feel like you came to hear about Elden Ring in 5e. We've got.
They heard the Elden Ring.
Oh, I put the wrong command. It's just shop. I should know these. Awaz knows our commands better than me because she is QA. Okay, so I make the commands, but she makes sure that the commands work.
True. It's actually true.
You got cross dive that he's got in Fury. Oh. I didn't realize that. Okay, so be aware that in Fury he makes a gravity wave plus cross dive. Okay, so cross dive Fury. Radahn leaps forward 15 feet without triggering attacks of opportunity. A wave of gravity erupts in a 10-foot wide, 30-foot long line in front of his landing point. Each creature in the wave must succeed.
Are you going to attack a person? Are you going to attack a person on a horse that tiny?
I'm just thinking, I want you all to know, if you guys shoot Leonard, you're dead, okay? He may be on star meth, but he knows who his bestie is.
Yo, I need to add that card now. Star. He's just a guy. You just fight a guy running around on a horse. It's just way too small for him. He's a fucking star, man.
No, 100% serious, like, lore here, Awaz. In Elden Ring, Radahn invented gravity magic because he has a favorite horse that he rode every day, and his horse is really sickly, and he's huge. He's got giant's blood in him. He's enormous. He's so big. And he was like, I want to hang out with my horse some more, so I gotta learn to weigh nothing. And he's so strong that, lore-wise, he is stopping the stars from moving in their celestial orbits. Like, but he only learned to do this shit so he could ride his sickly horse. He just wanted to hang out with Leonard some more.
Because he didn't want to get a bigger horse to match his now monstrous gargantuan size. And mind you, he's also driven crazy at this point.
Mm.
Because in a final act, his sister, lover.
Yeah, his is she a stepsister? I don't even know if she's a full-blooded. No, I think she's a stepsister.
I forget. The one that he tries to make a move for her, doesn't he? Or was that another one that did?
No, different sister.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they were arguing over like what path to take, so they fought.
What a great answer. Different sister.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring. Wait until we get into
Elden
Dung
Ring did
Eater.
it before the hug. Elden Ring did it before the hug. Step bro, I'm stuck in your gravity magic.
But then there's Rain of Arrows.
Stuck in the gravity well, step bro.
Stuck in the gravity well. No! You know someone made that.
Stuck in the gravity well, step bro.
You know that exists. I hate it here.
If I made AWAS write it down, you know it's bad.
You're sick. Write that down. Oh no, stepbrother! I'm stuck in the gravity well. You know exactly who I'm gonna straight-faced look into DT's eyes when I see him this weekend, and that's what I'm gonna say.
I'm stuck in the gravity well, stepbro.
I will not be putting that on the designs list, but man, would it sell!
That's on the hidden designs list.
If you made a design and we sold it, I would give you all the profits, and I would just cry every time. Oh fuck, that's great. Oh shit.
Stuck in a gravity well stuff, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yo, DM Lacara is gonna watch this back and be like, yo, I really can't leave them alone.
I have to come every week because of you guys. Alright, he's got one more action. Rain of Arrows, because the Starscourge arrow wasn't enough. He fires a burst of arrows into the sky to shower his enemies with projectiles. Arrows fall from a point that he can see within 60 feet of himself. The area consists of up to 10 5-foot cubes, which he can arrange as he wishes. Each cube must have at least one face adjacent to the face of another cube. Oh, so it's like the walls, like the wall of fire and wall of ice spells. Okay. Each creature in those areas must make a DC 17 Dex save. They take 22 piercing damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save. He's nailing you to the floor. Okay, that's what's happening. Are you ready to take on his legendary actions?
No, but I will. Because guess what? This guy has a gravity step. What does that mean? It means that he can make a great sword attack and move up to 10 feet. Because what's scarier than a man who can move with the power of lightning and just great sword? Just I'm here now.
Bam!
Just be where you didn't need him to be. Love that. I love that about Radahn. He also can collapse stars when he's in fury, firing numerous gravitational projectiles towards a point that he can see within 90 feet. Each creature within a 30-foot cone or originating from that point must succeed DC 17 dex save throws or take 18 force damage and be pulled 30 feet in a straight line.
Get over here!
And your day's not complete until you've called the stars
Whee!
on 2 or 3 actions. What does it mean by 2 or 3 actions?
Oh,
like,
it's got
hey, how many actions
charges!
do you want to use?
If you
Yes.
really hate the people
Like,
you're
yo,
fighting.
2 actions. Yeah, like, yo, if you truly want to send a message and let somebody know, like, yo, I don't like you. You yourself can get your star caller on and decide that all creatures within a 20-foot radius centered on Radahn, he can just say, hey, what a wonderful day to pray. You get a DC 17 strength save this time. Or you get pulled 15 feet in a straight line, take 13 force damage, which is not a lot. I'm kind of confused now. If Radahn expends 3 actions, okay, he then slams his great sword down, generating.
Yes.
Hold on, I lost. Oh, gravitational pull for each creature within making a DC 17 or takes 19 damage, getting pushed back 15 feet, knocked prone. Why is he like this?
Oh, it's a weaker version of that immovable Ash of War that was absurd. Crushing gravity.
So
Okay. Why doesn't he have regular crushing gravity? Kill me. Just kill me.
That would be too strong. That would be too strong. Yeah, I want him in fury to like obliterate the ancients. I don't want there to be any survivors.
But if you somehow survive all of this, remember, he jumped off into space when you beat the hell out of him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So now it's time for phase 2. He went up by 1 CR, which is crazy. In phase 2, he comes back. He has...
Mind you, he launched himself into the sky on the back of this tiny ass horse.
Yeah. And he comes back full health, faster. Stats didn't really change that much. He's slightly faster. So it's the same
Which is
AC.
amazing that he's faster.
Now he's just angrier and faster. Okay, so he's got crag blades now. His weapon attacks are magical. When he hits with the greatsword, the weapon attacks deal an extra 5 damage because they're covered in rocks. But this one, now it's included. Now he can do gravity meteor summon twice a day. Not once a day, twice a day.
Gravity meteor summon.
This is a bonus action. Not an action.
For the whole family.
A bonus action. He summons 4 meteors from the ground. That's not how meteors work. It was late. Meteors come out of the sky, okay?
Okay. It's okay. These meteors come from the ground.
Which hover above him. On subsequent turns, he can release all 4 meteors as a bonus action, targeting a creature that he can see within 90 feet. The target has to succeed on a DC 17 dex save or take 4d10 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. Okay. I would let him also shoot 4 different people if he wanted to. But, I mean, if you're going to take 40 damage-ish, you're probably going to get knocked out. He gains another legendary resistance. It's weird that he doesn't have 3, but hey, whatever. Basically, legendary resistance is just if they failed a save, you can be like, nah. He's legendary rider. He's still on Leonard. Okay, he's still on Leonard. While he's mountain, mountain. He's a mountain of man meat. While he's mounted, he can dash as a bonus action, which is cool. And then he's also got Starfall. He falls in battle from the stars. This is how he enters the battle because he jumped up last time. Yes, the Melania is his sister. Radahn, he lands on a point of his choosing on the ground of his that's too many of his choosing. It was late. Okay, we're going to skip that part. He moves 90 feet in a straight line from wherever he landed. All creatures whose space he enters has to succeed on a DC 18 Dex saving throw or take 16 bludgeoning and 16 fire. Creatures have advantage on this saving. Why do they have advantage
It's the first
on?
time we've seen fire damage, by the way.
Oh, also true. But why do they have advantage on this? He just came from space.
No. Don't you understand? He came from space, bro. You questioning the thing? You're questioning the wrong part. Man just came down from space on the back of a horse. A horse that clearly cannot support his weight any longer. The horse is tired. The horse done gave up.
Do you want to take his actions? Oh. Wait, does the damage...
He has a multi-attack.
Of course he does.
He has a multi-attack. Of course he does, with 3 great swords. Because nothing says fun like Golf with a Gator. Or Radahn's 3 great sword attacks. And with those 3 great sword attacks, you're taking 19 damage. On average, in 10-foot range, 10 to hit. Oh, Radahn really is trying to kill you.
Oh, yeah.
This extra 5 bludgeoning damage on top. You're just getting hit. You're just getting slapped around. On top of this, hold on. Wait a minute. Guess what? He's got a Starscourge arrow. It's a ranged weapon attack. It's a +9 to hit at a range of 150 feet. A 31 when he hits. With 31 piercing damage and 5 force damage. He has advantage on the attack roll. And all creatures in the path make a DC 17 or also take the damage.
Line up for me.
Everyone's damage.
Yeah, it's not just I hate you the most, but this damage is rated E for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Much like how these hands are rated E for everyone, so is the damage. So yeah, when you're done committing genocide, Radahn has a gravity wave, of course. Like all good Radahns. He can emit a wave of gravity in a 10-foot wide, 30-foot long in front of him radius. And each creature in the wave succeeds DC 17 or takes 9 force damage and gets knocked prone. Not a lot of damage. I guess if he does it 3 times, that's 27 damage for nothing.
And you figure he's probably going to gravity wave you first, and then he's going to have advantage on his sword swings.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Whoa.
That's a very good point. And then he's got a rain of arrows with a recharge of 5 or 6, where he just decides to release a burst of arrows. Why, you might ask? To shower his enemies with projectiles, they fall at a point he can see within range. Causing everybody else within range to have the worst day possible. I love it. I love it. Well, guess what, though? The area consists of 10 5-foot cubes. I want you to note that 10 5-foot cubes, not just any old formation. 10 5-foot cubes rain from the sky. That's scary. And in that, each creature has to make a DC saving throw. Why? Because why not? And in that saving throw of 17, you can take 22 piercing damage.
Listen, I'm
Or
not gonna
half as
say
much on a successful save.
I'm not gonna say he's weak or anything. Obviously not. But I feel like if you're getting hit by one of his gigantic arrows, you're probably gonna get nailed to the floor.
Right.
That thing's heavy,
Oh,
dude.
you're absolutely getting nailed.
Like it's not a
You're
your ranger
absolutely
in the
getting nailed.
party's arrow. It's a big arrow. That's a big boy. All right, I'll
Yeah, no,
finish
you're
off.
getting hit.
Hey, Waz, bad girl, you. I'll finish off his legendary actions. He can take 3 legendary actions, choosing from the options below. Only 1 legendary action can be used at a time. I very recently did this in my campaign where my players are currently locked in battle with an avatar of Cryonax, and we're going through the turn order, and one of them was like, "Okay." I was like, Have you finished? Did you do your action, your bonus action? Are you good? You gonna move? You good?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I go, "Okay." So now he's gonna. And my players are like, "It's not his turn," and I was like, "I know." And they were like, "No!" That I know what I'm doing.
Players hate legendary actions because it's just like, oh yeah, I'm well aware that this means that he can do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. That's the point.
There's so many of you. He has so many options, man. It's nice. It's so nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and the fact that he gets to just do it whenever they do something always upsets them the most. Hey, we just finished our turn. He knows. That's why he's doing it. Did you think that was a coincidence?
He saw you do a thing, and he's like, "Now me!" So,
He's
what
like,
can
hey,
Radahn
that
do?
was a cool thing you did there.
Be a shame if I also did a cool thing. Wouldn't it? So he's got,
God forbid Radahn could.
God forbid, he could do some of his own stuff. He's got collapsing stars. He fires numerous gravitational projectiles towards a point that he can see within 90 feet. He makes that cone. DC 17 dex saving throw, or you take 4d8 force damage, and you're pulled 30 feet in a straight line towards him. He wants you all near him. He wants you there. So that he can do that, whoom, knock you all over, and then just bash you with his great swords. Because he can also use gravity step if you're just a little bit out of the way. He swings his sword and then zoop zoops 10 feet, whichever way he wants. This is a new one. Now he's got Spiraling Death, because his other moves didn't have cool enough names.
Tell me all about Spiraling Death, please.
This costs 2 of his 3 actions. He spirals down towards his foes. He moves 60 feet in a straight line without triggering attacks of opportunity. All creatures whose space he enters must succeed on a DC 18 dex save or take 22 bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone. He then does it again!
Why not? Why not?
This is his version of grabbing the entire party's dicks and twisting them.
He finds out that you're leeches, you're male leeches. He decides he knows what to do with these leeches that have dicks. He's like, hey, yo, this leech got a dick. I know how to handle this. He's a professional male dick leech wrangler.
I was like, oh, that's crazy for taking up 2 actions. And then I was like, he then does it again? Okay, well.
Why not?
I hate everyone in this arena, is all he's saying. Everybody gonna die today,
Yeah,
okay?
pretty
I'm
much.
just putting that out. And then he again in phase 2 he can use Starcaller Cry, which costs 2 or 3 actions. If you do the 2 action version, all creatures within a 20-foot radius of him must succeed on a DC 17 strength saving throw or be pulled 15 feet in a straight line towards him, and you take 3d8 force damage. But if he expends all 3 of his actions afterwards, he slams his greatswords down, causing a gravitational explosion. Each creature within the radius, does it say what the? Oh, I guess within another 20-foot radius is what I'm assuming.
Yeah, why not?
Sure. Must succeed on a DC 17 Dex saving throw or take an average 19 bludgeoning damage, be pushed 15 feet back, and knocked prone on a failure. On a success, creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed back nor knocked prone. Creatures within 5 feet of Radahn have disadvantage on the save. So he goes, "Get over here!" And then he goes, "I don't like any of you!" Or actually, let's be honest.
Hey.
Let's be honest.
He's like, hey, actually get away from here. I'm socially anxious.
I was going to say, let's be honest. What he has to scream is, "Don't touch my horse!"
Oh, yes. That's my favorite horse.
Leonard! He doesn't know any. He's lost all semblance of language. He just knows the word Leonard.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's all he screams. Leonard! That was good. That was
Roundtable Mystery Theater.
That was MonkeyDM's Gravity Compendium Elden Ring conversion. We went through a lot of stuff today. This was a good one-shot supplement. I told Blue Sky today that we were going live, and the way that you set up going live on Blue Sky is you tell it how long you're going to be streaming, and I set it for 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I was like, we're not going to do a 3-hour stream today. Well, I'm a liar.
Close.
I'll tell you that.
Close. We're close.
It's pretty freaking close. But for those of you who are new to DM Roundtable, normally what we do at the end of every episode is we have a poll that runs. And you can put in your votes for 24 hours after the stream ends to see what you want us to see next week. However, because we took a break for the new year, we're actually a week ahead. So we already know what we're doing next week. Next week is Show and Tell week. I think I'm the only one who's said exactly what they're doing. DM Shin has teased.
I won't tell people.
He's ready to surprise you all. I'm going to show you guys the very first subclass I ever made. It's a little strong, and it has a crazy 20th level ability, but that's fine. But it is Terramancers because I wanted to add Earthbenders to my game before I really realized that you could do it as monks. So they're sorcerers. Because in my game, in the campaign that I'm currently running, there is a dwarven construction company that are all basically Earthbenders called the Movers and Shakers, and I needed to give them a sorcerer's bloodline. So we have Terramancers! That's what I'll be showing off.
I love that so much.
I did what I could. We talked about this, was it during Delving With Your DMs, I think? We all start making stuff as you're DMing, you just kind of start making stuff that you think your players will like. So all my players love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I was like, oh, this is perfect. They're gonna meet these Earthbenders and they're gonna be like, let me be that dude. So I did a lot of work, and none of my players wanted to be that dude.
Yeah. Yeah, your players are also the first people to disappoint you so
hard. Yes, 100%.
They will let you down. They'll let you down easy, and it's not their fault. Like, you want them to come to it naturally.
Yeah.
But man, sometimes you'll be like, oh, my players are gonna love this, and your players see it and they're like, oh, that's cool. Actually, I found this thing online. It's like, but I wrote this whole thing for you. No.
Yeah, that's exactly how. But I did this for you. Okay,
I
I
did this
guess.
all for you. I will say this. Next week I, in classic fashion, will have you guys making characters.
Oh,
Um, not
oh.
to play anything, but to try out a new thing.
Ooh, okay. Okay, you have our attention. Okay. Uh, but
I promise I come bearing a fun gift.
mm, mm. And
In fact, it'll come with a character sheet that everyone can have literally upon me showing it.
oh my God, you just made me so excited,
with
dude.
with rules.
Oh, yes.
Well, with partial rules for creation at least.
Okay, that's fair. For those of you on Twitch, as you know, I'm going to put a poll in the chat. You don't necessarily need to fill in your votes on these polls. You do still have 24 hours to put them in. So you can DM us or come onto the Discord. I know the command for that. You can come join the Discord with !Discord. It'll give you a link right there. But Twitch is going to get a poll that'll come up for the next 10 minutes. And so Awaz just said, "Where's my shit?" The cool thing about show and tell is almost every show and tell we've done, we've given away stuff as well for you to use in your own campaigns or your own games. I'm going to remove the pin for the Elden Ring Compendium on Twitch so that just the poll is visible. For those of you on YouTube, I'm going to put the options for the poll in the chat. I will say that there is in fact a poll option, but it does not have 5 options, which is silly. So I just put the options in there. You guys can put in what your votes are. All your votes get tallied alongside with the DMs from DM Roundtable. Again, I see a lot of new people in the chat, so there are more DMs than myself and DM Shin. Usually we have 3. DM Lacara makes up the rest of the DM Roundtable inner circle, but total, we've never had all the DMs on one stream. But total, there
I
are
don't think we
one.
can handle. I
Think
don't
we
think we can
can either.
handle. I think that if we manage to assemble all the DM, I mean all DM, in one stream, I think I think the internet would explode. Like the full power of the round table.
Oof. So
The full power of the round table you're talking? That's crazy.
that's crazy. There's 6 DMs. One of them has never been on a stream ever. So don't expect DM Nystrick to ever
Yeah.
join. But there are 6 DMs in the chat. Sorry, 7. I can't count.
Oh,
I was right. There are 7 of
yeah,
us.
I was gonna say.
My bad. Clubs was actually pushed off the screen, so I didn't see him. I was like, wait, no, there's one missing. Yes, DM Nystrick has never been to a stream. One day we would love to have her be on a stream, but that day has not come yet. But you can leave your answer.
We're not sure that day will ever come.
It's true.
But
We are in fact counting Dungeon. I am counting Dungeon Mommy. Clubs is the last
yes.
one because his username starts with X. He was just pushed off the screen. My bad. You can leave your answer in the chat here. When this video becomes a VOD, you can also leave it there. Again, come on over to the Discord. You can leave your answer there. You can DM someone from DM Roundtable. The only way I would say it's not good to leave your answer to the poll is Twitch DMs because they're really hard to see. Like I gotta open just a straight up Twitch window and I gotta look at the top to see if I've got a message, and that almost never happens. And I don't go in since they made it really difficult to go look for DMs. Also,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
if you want me to join your Twitch sub MLM, the answer is no. No thank you.
Oh, I got a couple of those recently.
Aha!
I got a couple of those recently. I think it's because we do the advertising thing where we share the collaboration.
Mm.
And so I got hit up by a few people on the side, and they're like, "We can help you expand." And I'm like, "Hey, I'm good."
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Sorry, we're doing what we can. Okay. I will say again, for all these new people that joined, speaking of promoting stuff and what have you, give me 1 sec to open the correct tab. If everything is now set up so that if you wanted to, you can hire one of us from the DM Roundtable to run games for you. We can run training wheel sessions. So if you've never played TTRPG before, we can show you the ropes of D&D 5e, Enclave, OSE, and Mothership. I will. All of these say like, oh, we'll probably add new stuff in the future. I'm gonna say at some point, Powered by the Apocalypse is gonna get added to there. So 2d6 games basically. And there's a couple other ones that will most likely be adding to the list at some point. And then there's Character Creation Bootcamp. If you want to build a character, but you're scared because you haven't had a chance to do it before, and there's a lot of options, there's so many things to read, we can help you with that. I'm going to change all these icons. This is now pissing me off. I didn't know it posted a picture when you put something in your shop on Patreon, so it just took your profile picture and is big now, so it's all whacked out. I will be adding pictures to these at some point. And then there's so we did Character Creation Bootcamp, and then there's one-shots, which I tried to keep everything within the pricing scheme of DM Lacara's games because she's also running games on startplaying.games, which if you type !GM Lacara into the chat, you can get to her page where she's got a whole bunch of games set up, and you can play in one-shots with her, or alternatively, you can do them here. And then there's 2 collections, so if you wanted to build a character and then play them in that one shot with us, there's a slightly cheaper version of a collection, which is just 2 of those purchases at once. If you are on iOS, please do not make your purchases on Patreon, because Apple is making
Please
Patreon charge people way more for no reason. So there are, in fact, give me 1 second to pop one of these open in an incognito window, because if I open it as myself, it shows me the post, and I don't need to see the whole post. So there's a new section down here where there are alternate payment methods. You can gift subs or memberships on Patreon or YouTube or Twitch. And if you become an alpha level member on YouTube or Patreon, you'll also get 1 session of your choice per month, which I realize gives you a big discount if you're close enough for one of us to run an in-person session. That's a big discount, but like you didn't have to do what you did in the first place, so we wanna say thank you for that. Also, as you know, when you gift subs and memberships and stuff, the platform takes a portion of that price. I'm not gonna like say that you only gave us however much we got. It's gonna be whatever you paid for that gift sub. Yeah. So
you gave what you gave.
We have a big old list. We're keeping track of it. Dex is currently lead, and Alos is like marginally behind. So we're gonna whatever they want to do. Like, we're ready. And I'm gonna say you could even like if one of them wants to be like, I want this other person to play. If they want to use part of what they've built up, they totally can. Like, 100% okay with that. You guys did what you do. You're awesome. Like, I'm not gonna say no. Stop being awesome. So yeah, we got delving into your DMs is so it's the solo thing that I do where I talk about something that I learned as a DM, but I realized we can use those topics for all of us talking about them. Oh, I guess I should probably explain what these options are, especially for all these new people. Sorry, new people. Adventures, pretty self-explanatory. We just go over an adventure. Usually it's a very short adventure, though, because we try to stay within a 2-hour time frame. We don't always do that. And the more of us there are, the more we like to bitch and moan about things. So
It's not bitching and moaning. It's well crafted complaint.
true. Then there's articles, which are, I'm going to say a lot of the articles in the near future are going to be specifically blog posts from the Retired Adventurer, but there are lots of other things where people are just talking about how to do stuff in TTRPGs or what you could do, or just stuff about the culture, and we talk about them together. Delving with your DMs, like I was just explaining to Awaz over there. Now I will explain to the rest of you. Delving into your DMs is basically a solo show that I do on YouTube, and I like pick a topic of something that I learned or something that I do while I've been DMing, and I talk about it. But I can also do those with multiple DMs. It's totally fine. Items, pretty self-explanatory. They don't have to necessarily be magic items. They can just be mundane items, or they can be wondrous items. And the last one's maps, where generally speaking, I think every time we've done a maps, we've come up with an adventure on the fly. So it's kind of like a work with us to make something up.
We've come up with it and subsequently probably forgotten it.
I have many things written down that eventually we will get to work on. Eventually. Ooh, we have 1 vote for adventures. Okay. I got you. Boop. Saving that. I will remember to put up the poll this time. I forgot last week. It was many days late, but it's fine because we're actually a week ahead, which is great. I'm going to switch this back over to Elden Ring. Close all these extra tabs. And yeah. Okay, so one thing I will say is, regardless of how you want to hire us to run your games or your character creation bootcamp or anything like that, I will give you all the information that's visible to everyone. But then at the end, like on Patreon, once you've purchased it, you can see below that line, and there's a questionnaire for you to answer. So there's something you have to answer to make sure that we can make your game run well, if that makes sense. Like, we want to make everything as seamless as possible to get your session going. The only, I guess, caveats would be you can't request DM Lacara to do anything in person, and what was the other thing that they should probably know? Oh, again, D&D 5e, generally speaking, 2014 rules. If you really want to learn 2024, we'll help you, but we'll also recommend that you just play 2014 rules because they're better. Enclave, OSE, and Mothership. DM Shin is the only one who can run OSE and Mothership right now. So if you request something for those games, you're going right to DM Shin. You don't have to request anybody. And if you don't request a DM specifically,
I love that assumption. It's like, yo, if you try to play some shit other than, you're going to DM Shin.
Yeah.
Like, so if you really don't want to play some other stuff, request something other.
If you don't put in a request for meanwhile in Gamma World, yo, one day.
I feel the confidence to run that. It's happening.
One day, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and other things. One day.
I found a company that revamped that.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, what?
One day. If you don't request a DM, whoever is available will run that.
We'll show up in your house, we'll jump you.
But yeah, we like leveled up. We've all leveled up in our own little ways, which is fantastic. And I love that. We want to help you guys level up with your campaigns too. And just your games in general. So yeah,
We're here to help you.
I think we're done for the night. But yeah, please put in your votes. If you don't want to write them in the chat, you can write them in when the video becomes a VOD as a comment. or you can come straight to the Discord and just chat directly with us. Come talk in the Tabletop Schmabletop Discord channel. Sorry, I'm gonna make words. In the Okami Kakuri server, there's a Tabletop Schmabletop channel. There we go. Come talk to us about TTRPGs and board games and whatever else you want to play. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, I am going to sign off momentarily. Well, not momentarily. I mean, yes. I'll make words one day. Hey, Wallace, you've been here 5... Oh, that was the one thing I didn't get to say yet. DM Shin, where can people find you the rest of this week if they want to come talk to you directly?
You can't. No, I am currently... so DM Shin here, currently deep in the hallways and YouTube video rabbit holes of designing fun. I am probably going to be working on stuff, like trying to get my players to finally agree to a day to play card.
Did I miss another post?
No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think I had an old one up, but I want to get everybody together soon because it's going to be February and I want to play. So
you know exactly what I'm holding in.
I know exactly. But other than that, because I do know that people have been busy, so it has been a little bit hectic. I do joke. But other than that, I have been working on a lot of stuff, some stuff that I'm going to be excited to show you guys next week. Something that I guess I'm not going to hold in much longer and probably show Okami right after everybody hangs up on the stream really quickly, because I'm an impatient child and
I'm excited.
I can't wait. I just really can't.
I won't lie to you.
Well, yeah.
Like lately, I keep getting like bursts of creativity between like 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. and I've just been like really delving into the Bachelor Party one shot.
Yeah.
And I was thinking of sharing it for show and tell, and then I was like, no, I don't want any of them to see what's going to happen before it happens.
Yes. That's the energy I'm talking about. You know what? You just inspired me not to show you. Damn it. Damn you.
My bad. Well, no, not my bad. I get to be just as surprised as everybody else.
This is true.
I like that. I will say, we did say before that usually on show and tells we have something to give away. Sometimes the giveaway doesn't actually happen during the stream. All of my stuff...
It will happen.
Yeah.
It will
all
happen
of my
this
stuff
week.
Is currently on D&D Beyond, but you can't have it because it references other things on D&D Beyond. So D&D Beyond says I can't make it public. So I'll have to make a new page on like Homebrewery or something to actually give it to you. So my stuff might not be available for everybody right after the stream. Apologies. But it will be there for y'all at some point. Sometimes we're a little late.
Eventually you can have it.
Yeah.
It's not right now.
Yeah. And okay, rest of this week. This week is a big streaming week for me specifically. So come hang out with me tomorrow night at 8 p.m. while I cry and bitch and moan about Shell Shock Live because I still can't beat the last stage. And I realized last week that they added more stages to the campaign, which makes me even angrier because I cannot win the last stage. So I'm going to be playing that. And then Friday, y'all voted for the thank you stream this month being We Play Marvel Rivals Together. So at 2 p.m. on Friday afternoon, Marvel Rivals. I don't know. Normally the Rivals streams go on until like late night. I don't know how late night this stream is going to be because a bunch of people are showing up at my house a day early for our D&D session on Saturday. So I don't know how late the stream will actually go on. But please come play Rivals. It's so much fun to sit there and play with you guys. And it just is. It's nice. I love you all. And you guys voted for it anyway. Like, this is what you wanted to do. So let's do it.
You asked for this.
Yeah. And that's pretty much everything for the rest of the week. We hope all of you enjoyed. That's not true, Awaz. I try to play with you as often as I can. I'm even posting in the chat now, like, who wants to play with me? DT will not be playing Rivals with us anymore. He just can't. His graphics card, like, specifically, is one of the ones that hates Rivals, so he's constantly getting kicked out of the game. And he got kicked out 3 times in a row. Like, he literally joined the game. It crashed. He joined the game. It crashed as it said he was joining the team. And then he booted up again, and it didn't, it like put him into the match as it ended, and he was like, no, I'm gone. Bye. And I was like, okay, bye.
Oh no.
So like, I can't blame him. I feel bad. But I don't think he'll be joining us on Friday. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in, especially all you new YouTube watchers. Like, it's been fantastic. I apologize in advance if the vertical stream was weird, because YouTube says we have a vertical stream. Like, it's automatically making the vertical stream. There's nothing I can like do about it.
You got no control over it.
So I apologize if it was difficult to read. I'm learning and tweaking along the way. At some point, I know OBS, they're adding more features so that you can do both at the same time. I may find a way to like edit that, but I have no control currently over what the vertical stream shows. Apologies. I just know it tries to take the center of the screen, but it doesn't actually look like it's the center of my OBS stream. It looks like it's close, but not quite. So, apologies. But, thank you all for tuning in. And we will see you all very soon. I mean, DM Roundtable will reconvene Monday nights at 8. That's when we meet. But, if you're not... Oh, okay. Before I go, I need to tell you guys some lore. DT, way back when the PS4s came out, DT didn't have a PS4. So Grimjack bought him a PS4. Okay? He took that PS4 that Grimjack bought him, and he sold it. That is 100% a dick thing to do. The funny part is, like 2 months after he sold it, he was like, shit, now I gotta buy a PS4 for myself. And we were like, are you an idiot? So he's not a big console guy, because he might be an idiot. He does like the Switch and the Switch 2, though. But yeah, he not a big PlayStation guy, because he's an idiot.
Reason for foolishness. Idiocracy.
Yeah.
Potential?
So yeah, we will hopefully see you guys on Friday. If we don't see you tomorrow night at 8 for more Shell Shock Live. God, I want to finish that game so fucking bad. Dex did say that he has always wanted to play it, and I was like, I might get him. So they changed the way that you used to be able to level up just from doing campaign missions. They changed that so you can only level up in a campaign mission that you've never beaten before, which means I can't grind. The only way to grind is to play multiplayer. And there are people playing. Like last week, there were so many people playing, which is very strange. I think it's because they have a new game coming out. The same guys. It's not like Shell Shock Live 2. It's Shell Shock something or other. But I think it's because of that. A lot of people are playing Shell Shock Live right now. So you can level up in that. But there's like a experience modifier that comes up, and I don't know how it works. So you have to play in the correct games or you get no XP, which is dumb. So you have to find someone who knows what they're doing to set up the experience modifier. You have to stay in a game where everyone doesn't kick you out immediately, because that happens a lot. And like, that's the only way for me to level up. Like, if I had friends to play with, we could get in, mess with the settings so the experience modifier is better. And then all just grind that way. But we'll see. So it may be a couple more streams of Shell Shock Live. And they're going to get increasingly longer and more pleading titles as they go. Because I just want this to end. I put up the original highlights in 2022 of me playing the campaign. And I think I actually streamed me playing the campaign in like 2019 or something. So it's time to get this game out of the way and like just taken off the chart completely. Let's do it. Yeah. I hope all of you roll dice, be nice, enjoy your games, have some fun, and we will see you all soon. Okay, bye everybody on Twitch. I will bother you, AWAS, in a little bit. I gotta bother you and Dex, so I will bother you. I gotta fix that
Don't get
spreadsheet too.
bothered.
Bye, Twitch.